yesterday's announcement of joining the National Collegiate Hockey Conference starting in the 24-25 season. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website.
Bonus.
That's
bonus.
Enter it now. FoxSports910.com.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
For your Thursday, look for another hot day with temperatures right around 111 degrees today. We'll continue to see some breezy conditions for this evening as well, with those temperatures dipping down into those mid-80s with clear skies. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by E.D. Marshall Jewelers.
Don't sell your jewelry for scrap. At E.D. Marshall Jewelers, we need your fine jewelry, watches, and coins, and we'll pay the highest possible prices. Find us online at edmarshallbuys.com. Our new store hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Calling All Sports with Roc and Manuch is proudly sponsored by On Air Sports Marketing and is powered by the injury attorneys Lerner and Rowe. In a wreck and need a check? Make one call, that's all. 602-977-1900.
10.
And always online at lernerandrowe.com. Now time for Calling All Sports with Roc and Manuch on Fox Sports.
You guys are hot.
You know, Jimmy, I mean, we have a different technical director, and we end up opening the show with an old open. But Jimmy's here.
I just thought you kicked my ass to the curb again.
You know, it's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, which we've been running for about an hour. You know, Connor, we'll get through today. We didn't even get through the first 15 seconds of the show, and we have the wrong open for our show. That's the summer. People are on vacation. Manuch is on a much needed vacation, so he's on vacation. So you got Jimmy B, Jax, myself, Connor in as well with us today at Twin Peaks, Deer Valley, the newest location. And what's interesting is I roll in here about 15 minutes, and one of the nice young ladies here from Twin Peaks is giving Jimmy B a bill, like a receipt. And I'm like, Jimmy, what did you have to eat? I mean, they usually take care of our lunch when we're here. And he's like, oh, no, she's just telling me where she works on Fridays and Saturdays. And I'm like, Jimmy, she's 23 years old.
Hey, look,
that?
Hey, at 92, man, I'm still kicking.
The fact that you're still bringing them in.
I'm still rolling.
It's got to be the TV in you. Because I know myself as a radio guy for as long as I have. The face for radio, all that BS you always hear. No. Not a chance. But you pulling it in, I mean, you didn't even hand it off to Jax. No. I mean, that's right up his alley.
I'm keeping it for me.
Wow.
That one goes in the bank account.
All right, here's the schedule today. If you are able to stream us today on Twitter or YouTube, I recommend you doing that at 2 o'clock because this is radio, but we're going to make it television because we are going to have Miss Twin Peaks 2023 on our show at 2 o'clock.
Can't wait.
Lauren, beautiful. A young lady who was crowned the Twin Peaks Girl of the Year swimsuit out of all the Twin Peaks throughout the country. And I believe there was 101 or 102 contestants, and she won. And she is from this location. So we're looking forward to having her on in about an hour. What I've heard behind the scenes is she went through a lot to get to where she is today, overcame some things, weight issues and things like that, and was able to, persevere and kick some ass and really is a really nice person. And we've talked to her before. She's done some of our Twin Peaks picks over the years when she was at the Scottsdale location. So looking forward to catching up with her and just telling her story. I think that's kind of neat for those of you, the parents that maybe have a daughter that is aspiring to get into, pageantry and contests like swimsuits and things like that. You find out,
sure,
the next door neighbor type girl, and here she is, and she had all the success. So that's kind of nice. So that's coming at 2 o'clock this hour. Scott Williams will join us, talk about the Phoenix Suns and the NBA and what's going on with that. We also will catch up with Steve Peters, excuse me. I always call him Scott because I used to know Scott Peters. He used to play for the Cardinals and ASU. So it's Steve Peters, and we'll talk some puck as developmental week is almost over for the Yotes, and we'll get into a bunch of stuff with him. Howard Balzer in the 3 o'clock hour. So that's what's going on, but let's get right to the top stories of the day, which are powered by the Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona, your home for Major League Baseball, International, and MLS soccer matches, UFC, and everything else sports-related. Plus, they have 6 self-service betting kiosks. You can also take advantage of the 3 betting windows. They're open every day from 8 to 11. They also got 8 screens dedicated to just the betting line. So that's the Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. Also the home of Take the Points, which you can hear 11 to 1 every Saturday with Jax. But we're going to get right into the D-backs. As, it's unfortunate that this D-back team is still struggling with the bullpen. They lost their 3rd in a row, 5th in the past 7 games. And once again, 3rd time this week, the bullpen failed. And, you mentioned earlier this morning that, why are they slumping? And I think it's pretty obvious that is one. It's the bullpen.
It is.
And they got some work to do before the trade deadline. Second is it's the offensive output, the production. Let's face it, the bullpen is below average. The offense needs to score more runs. In the last 7 games, they scored 20 runs. That's the lowest production in their 7-game stretch this year. And it doesn't help that Carroll and Marte have been hurt. But when you can't score any runs, knowing that your bullpen sucks, or I shouldn't say sucks, it's below average.
That's fair.
And your offense is solo shots, a couple of 2-run homers.
Yep.
They're not guys getting on base like how they had all that success. So you have 8 straight games, and you can't get any runs across. That's a problem. And they need to get the offense going. And the part that really bugs me, and we'll talk a little bit more about it with our sounds of the week, is what's going on in the National League West with the Dodgers and the Giants and to a point, the Padres. They're not winning either.
No, but the Padres have won 3 in a row.
They won 3 in a row. But, before that, they've only won 4 of the last 10.
That's right.
So they have been struggling.
Yes.
So if the Diamondbacks could have been on a little streak,
yep,
they could be up more than a game and a half. They could be up 4 games.
I'm with you on that 100%. I thought about that this morning when we were putting the show together. And to be honest with you, I thought...
No, here's the deal.
Okay.
Today, because Manuch isn't here, you throw out all the honest stuff. Just you don't need to be honest. Just come with it.
I was going to say something, too. He said we were putting the show together.
Yeah. What? I typed a couple things on it.
You typed 2 things.
Well, that's
D-backs are slumping.
Yeah.
That's all. And why. Then I filled in the entire rest.
Well, that's
you just come along for the ride.
Pretty much.
I know.
Yeah.
And Manuch, I don't know what he does. But anyway.
So when we were putting the show together,
honestly,
I thought about that, and you nailed it when you talked about the bullpen. And that has not just been recent. That has been an issue most of the season.
True.
Because they have given up, the bullpen has given up runs, but the D-backs have been able to come back in games and find a way to win. Now, that is not the case. And in last night's game, which I watched, I just found it interesting that the bullpen is doing okay, and then bang, one big hit changes everything. And then the triple into the gap, and the winning run scores. And this all takes place in the 9th inning. Look, baseball is really quirky. You know that. You worked it forever. And so they always say, well, it's a game of inches. Yes, it is. That home run to right field barely made it over the wall. The shot in the gap for the triple, probably a foot from the outfielder, outstretched glove trying to make a play on it. But that's what happens when you're playing Major League Baseball. Look, I understand perfectly about the bullpen. And to be honest with you, Rock, they have got to be buyers when we get to the trading deadline. They have to be.
Let me throw this at you. Going into yesterday, Wednesday, I did not know this. I didn't feel this. Watching this team, had no clue that this was the case, and I guarantee a lot of people would agree with this. I did not know this Diamondbacks bullpen has allowed the fewest hits in Major League Baseball since June 24th.
Okay. I did not know that stat either.
Okay. So you see that,
yes,
and you're like, well, maybe this bullpen isn't as bad. And then when you're hearing Torey Lovello saying, okay, I'm confident with my bullpen, I'm pulling a guy out in the 6th inning. But here we are as fans, and we're seeing these explosions, and we're seeing 2-3 games where they're losing, and last week when they lost in the 9th as well, right? You're saying to yourself, man, this bullpen blows. But if the bullpen is allowing the fewest hits in the league since June 24th, and that is going into yesterday's game, so obviously the numbers could change a little bit, but they've been pretty good. They've been good. If you look at that stat. Yeah.
But what that stat doesn't tell you is that if indeed they did give up the run, and let's say it was a 2-2 game and they made it 3-2, the opposition makes it 3-2, the Diamondbacks then come back and win that game 5-3.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Now what is happening is that the Diamondbacks have not been able to come back and win those games, which is why they're on this skid.
So they'll wrap up the 3-game series tonight at Chase. Nelson will be on there. That will make his final start of the first half of the year. He's 5-4 with a 4.67 ERA and 17 starts. So Diamondbacks tonight at Chase Field. And I love the crowds out there. I know the stat everybody's been talking about, if they're over 35,000, they're losing games at home, but I'm not buying all that. That doesn't do anything for me. But I do think that this team is going to be fine. But again, we'll talk about it here in the next segment with what's going on in the division.
2 minutes.
If we can get some run production, I think that's going to help. Healthy, I think guys need to be healthy too. By the way, just real quick, is this Alvarez kid's pretty good.
He is really good.
I mean, the guy. I saw something where earlier in June they were playing the Pirates, and he made Major League Baseball history when he passed. And I know you're going to have a story about this guy because you called his games. Johnny Bench for the most home runs in the first 45 games of the season by a catcher at the age of 21 or younger. That's how ahead this kid is. And then what you see he's done, and he had a home run the other night, and then last night, and I mean, this kid's going to be good.
Johnny
really
Bench is considered the benchmark. Sorry, couldn't pass it up.
No, it's true.
The benchmark for catchers.
Oh, I get it, how you did that.
Thank you.
That's what Manuch would have said right there. Right? When you guys agree, he would definitely. No pun intended.
You miss him, Rock? You keep talking about him a lot.
No, I'm getting it out of the way the first segment of the show. And then it won't come up again. We won't even do any rejoins anymore with him in it. No, I love when Manuch goes on vacation because I guarantee you he's listening right now.
There's no question.
He was on his honeymoon, okay?
Yeah.
He was on his honeymoon in Hawaii. And literally, back then, you could see who's watching, who's streaming. Technology's changed, but this is 10 plus years ago. And I can't remember who I was doing the show with, but we're doing the show, and he's listening in Hawaii. I said to myself, what the, WTF? Dude, you're on your honeymoon. And he's trying to make an excuse that, oh, no, I wasn't listening. I mean, dude, I put him on the spot. He's like, yeah, I was. I'm like, dude, you're on vacation. The show's fine without you. I mean, we all get a word in when you're not here. But, man, I don't know. That's just something else.
I know.
We'll get to our Valley Chevy Sounds of the night next. We are out here at Twin Peaks at Deer Valley. We're going to catch up with Ms. Twin Peaks 2023 at 2 o'clock. Looking forward to that. We got Scott Williams in about 20 minutes. Got some NBA stuff we want to pass along a little bit later, too, in regards to Vegas. Tagged as the host for NBA's in-season Final Four, which I think is a great idea. And Kobe Bryant being named to the NBA 2K24 cover. Some really cool storylines in the NBA that we will dive into as well. But next, we will get into the sounds of the night with Roc and Manuch and Jimmy B. It's Fox Sports 910.
Hey, it's Jody Ayler. I'm taking a summer vacation with my family, kind of like how the Arizona Cardinals decided from trying to win football games. I'll be back before the Cardinals to preview.
So you guys are wanting me to do the Twin Peaks
agency Monday, July 10th.
It's the Twin Peaks
Hey,
picks.
Arizona,
Is that
do
the
you
one?
know that the Chevy Silverado is the #1 best-selling retail.
Which Twin Peaks are you wanting me to do? The only one that I have is Twin Peaks picks.
Or certified used vehicle, you need to go visit your Valley Chevy dealers today. There are 13 dealers in the Valley.
I do have Sounds of the Game, which is just music. Is that what that is?
And cars. When you have the Silverado, the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup, you owe it to yourself to check it out. The summer sales adventure going on now at your Valley Chevy dealers. See your Valley Chevy dealers today or visit valleychevy.com.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe, here to tell you the biggest thing I've learned about insurance companies over the years, and it's really simple. They don't care about you. That's it. Insurance companies are publicly traded companies who have an obligation to their shareholders.
Okay, you got it.
Profits. They have teams of investigators, adjusters, and lawyers all working against you from the moment you call them, and they want to pay you as little as possible for your
can grab it. I'm pretty sure we have that.
victim of the insurance companies. Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday
you got
at 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
When we make your meal, this is where we start. Traditional, old-world recipes passed down through generations. But then, we add some modern flair and spice up your Italian dining with contemporary flavor combinations. The result, the perfect fusion of new and old world traditions, and a meal you'll never forget.
Inspired by the comfort and cuisine of a Brooklyn-style pizza parlor, Upper Crust Pizza and Patio Wine Bar is located at the southeast corner of Loop 101 and Cave Creek Road in Phoenix.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequila by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of game day.
Any car dealer in Arizona can compete on price. That's what dealers do. But not many dealers can compete on customer satisfaction. Like Wright Toyota. Make the right choice. Wright Toyota in Scottsdale, just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, and online at wrighttoyota.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks is always adding exciting cocktails to the menu, like the expertly balanced Sincoro Hall of Fame Margarita. Try it at your local lodge today.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
We're going abroad
Coming back in 30
years to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
More sports, more Jody. The Drive with Jody Ayler. Now in
you guys are hot.
6 to 10 on Fox Sports 910.
Welcome back. We're hanging out today. Twin Peaks is where you can find us in Deer Valley. It's a great place to come and party. Great food and drink and TVs on every wall. All right, time now to get to the Valley Chevy Plays of the Night. Rock, I wanted to begin with last night's game between the Diamondbacks and the Mets. And we had a discussion about how they ended up losing that game, meaning the D-backs. But they did have the lead, and thank you to Bally Sports for this, and it came on the home run by Christian Walker.
This one's going to leave the yard. Walker, say goodbye. Well, he hit one yesterday off Max Scherzer, and he just put Kodai Senga in his book, a cutter that went into the left field seats, and it's 1-0 Diamondbacks.
And then that's when the bullpen came in. And then things unraveled because we discussed Francisco Alvarez and what he is doing right now for the Mets as a young catcher in this game. Well, this is how the game got tied right here.
7th pitch of the at-bat coming from Chafin to Alvarez. And he flies one deep right field. McCarthy back near the wall. It's out of here! Francisco Alvarez ties the game. 2 out, 2 strikes. Home run in the top of the 9th. Alvarez strikes again. And the Mets come back off the mat to tie it in the 9th.
And thank you to Sportsnet New York for the highlight. And again, for Sportsnet New York, because this is how the go-ahead run scored, and it proved to be the winning run as well. Here it is.
Against the left-hander here in the 9th. And he drives one to center field. That's deep. That goes Thomas. Back to the warning track. It's over his head. Racing for third, Beatty. He'll turn and score. Canna heads for third. He's got an RBI triple. And the Mets have the lead at the top of the 9th. Oh, wow.
Gosh, it sounds like a home game for the Mets.
Mark Canna delivers.
Pretty loud.
Jeez.
I know. But, hey, it is what it is. And the Mets end up winning the game then 2-1. Those are the highlights from last night.
All right, and also staying in baseball, here is a guy that I think the D-backs wish they still had, is they need some power, or they need, not necessarily power, but they need some offense. And here's David Peralta last night making it back-to-back as the Dodgers beat the Pirates.
Peralta to right field. Gone! Don't you love it when they go back-to-back?
The Dodgers now just a game and a half behind the D-backs. They haven't been doing much. They've won 5 of their last 10. It's unfortunate, as the D-backs could have added some space between them in the standings with some wins instead of just winning 4 of their last 10 and falling 3 straight. And the same with the Giants. Giants are only 3 games behind despite only winning 3 of their last 10. And I know they're 9 games out, but the Padres, they've won 3 straight. They're pretty banged up. Well, they beat, I should say, a pretty banged-up Angels team yesterday. Here's Manny Machado with his solo home run, courtesy of Fox.
Pitchers have been.
High drive, deep left field. Man, oh Manny. Home run number 12 of the year. Manny Machado puts the Padres on top 3-2.
What a great job to be a play-by-play guy.
I loved it.
The man, Manny Machado. That's awesome.
I made stuff up all the time.
I love it. I wish we had a tape of all your best home runs. Angels banged up, as we know. Mike Trout, he's going to have surgery on his broken wrist. He should be out 4 to 8 weeks. Not good. And then our final call of the night. This is a good call, too, and this is courtesy of Valley Sports. This is the Marlins walk-off.
And the runner goes from second to third on a tapper back to the mound, and it's overthrown. One run's going to score, and here comes the game winner. How do you like that? It's a Marlins walk-off win.
Soak it in and enjoy every moment. Sometimes they're not pretty. Sometimes it's a game-winning hit. Maybe a game-winning home run. And how about this? With the runners going, Wendell making contact, put all of that in motion.
Throwing error, walk-off win.
Yeah, that's amazing. Look, the Cardinals are just dreadful. I have no idea what has happened to that team.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to be sellers. I wonder if Paul Goldschmidt's going to be available at the trading deadline.
Man.
I mean, I know the Diamondbacks wouldn't go back. I know that. But
they don't have a need at first.
No. But I'm just saying that.
DH?
Yeah, I mean, I never expected. It's really funny. We didn't expect the Diamondbacks to be in first place. We expected the Cardinals to be battling for first place in the National League Central. and they're in the tournament.
3 minutes.
We didn't expect the Marlins of Miami to be battling for the top spot in the AL East, and here they are. They're way over 500. They're in second place behind Tampa.
Hey, today's Sounds of the Night are brought to you by our Valley Chevy dealers. Your Valley Chevy dealers, serving the Valley for over 80 years. Find new roads at your Chevy dealer. Head to valleychevy.com. And your July 4th sales event still going on this week. So if you're shopping for a new car, a truck, crossover, SUV, or even a certified pre-owned vehicle, check out Valley Chevy and Valley Chevy dealers as they have extended their July 4th weekend. So if you are looking for a location, just go to valleychevy.com. So there you have it. As we are out here at the Twin Peaks at Deer Valley, some NBA news as the NBA, no surprise, just a matter of time. They're heading to Vegas as it's been reported that Las Vegas will host the semifinals and the finals of the NBA's new in-season tournament. Now, I'm hoping this just replaces the All-Star game. I don't need the All-Star game. So the 2023 will be the first year of this playoff, which was formalized in the latest collective bargaining agreement last weekend. And all the teams will participate in a group play with 8 clubs moving on to the knockout rounds. And then the semifinals will be played in Las Vegas on December 7th. And then the finals will take place December 9th. And all the rest of the information is going to be released on Saturday. So this is pretty cool, Jimmy. I'm impressed. This is the kind of stuff that I like to see. Vegas is getting a team. We know it's just a matter of time. I mean, you think about it. They had the Las Vegas Stars, Aces for the longest time. That's all they had there.
I know. Well,
now they got NFL. They got Major League Baseball coming.
Yep.
They got WNBA. Hockey. They got hockey. I mean, they're kind of what Phoenix was 20 years ago.
Well, nobody wanted to go there, obviously, because of the gambling issue.
Now it's legal.
And now it's legal, so now everybody wants to get in. Look, Rock, I was going there for events that I would cover, but they were always either boxing or they were like NASCAR, because they built that track out there. I covered that a couple of times. And AAA baseball. I did a couple of AAA games in Las Vegas. And then they had an Arena League team for a few years, and I did that as well. But they never had any of this because everybody was so afraid of gambling in Las Vegas. And now look at them.
Suns, they made a lot of changes over the last 2 weeks, from the draft to the free agency, and but is it enough? Is it going to be enough to get past Denver? Because that seems to be the team to beat in the Western Conference. 3-time NBA champion Scott Williams will weigh in next. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B right here on Fox Sports 910.
Behold. Clear. Here's what's trending on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix.
Nelson will get the ball for the Diamondbacks as they hope to avoid their first series sweep of the season as they finish their set with the Mets. 3 weeks remain now until the Cardinals open training camp. Last night, the Mercury rallied from 20 down in the third quarter against the Liberty, but fell short with yesterday's loss to the Eastern Conference's best team. Diana Taurasi led them with 23. The Suns begin their Las Vegas Summer League session Saturday against the Bucks. And ASU hockey made a big step in their evolution with yesterday's announcement of joining the National Collegiate Hockey Conference starting in the 24-25 season. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Hey Arizona, do you know that the Chevy Silverado is the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup? When you're shopping for a new or certified used vehicle, you need to go visit your Valley Chevy dealers today. There are 13 dealers in the Valley offering the best deals and offers on trucks, crossovers, SUVs, and cars. When you have the Silverado, the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup, you owe it to yourself to check it out. The summer sales adventure going on now at your Valley Chevy dealers. See your Valley Chevy dealers today or visit valleychevy.com.
Time to get in on real estate investments. GC Global Capital has financing with no income verification. Call 480-397-9300. GC Global Capital is an Arizona licensed mortgage broker in MLS 1091187. License NB092493. An equal opportunity employer.
With every other attorney out there claiming to be the right attorney for you, it's time we look at the facts. Lerner & Rowe has helped over 150,000 injured people receive compensation for their injuries. We've recovered billions of dollars, with over $1 billion recovered in the last 5 years alone. We have over 50 attorneys and over 400 legal professionals and their resources to fight for you. The reality is, there's Lerner & Rowe, then there's everybody else. Interact, need a check?
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Here we go!
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday from 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
At Lerner & Rowe, we measure our success based on the amount of money we recover for our clients. And we're proud to say that we've collected billions of dollars for them. And no, it didn't take a gazillion years to do it. In the past 5 years alone, Lerner & Rowe has recovered over $1 billion. Millions of dollars recovered every week. We're collecting more money for more people in Arizona than any other law firm. Get the money you deserve. Call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Whether it's beer and wings with the guys or a steak or ribs with that special someone, Tavern Grill Scottsdale is a casual sports bar and grill with something for everyone. Visit us today at 8880 East Via Linda, Tavern Grill in Scottsdale.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of game day.
Any car dealer in Arizona can compete on price. That's what dealers do. But not many dealers can compete on customer satisfaction. Like Wright Toyota. Make the right choice. Wright Toyota in Scottsdale. Just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard. And online at wrighttoyota.com.
To stay competitive, your company needs to be responsive, not only to the needs of clients and customers, but to another important group of people, your employees. The Hartford Employee Benefits Team delivers world-class customer care to ensure that your employees are treated like people, not policies. As a leader in the group benefits space, the Hartford has the tools to connect on a personal level and the experience to provide simple, customized solutions aimed at protecting the livelihoods and loved ones of the people who keep your business moving forward. From supplemental health benefits and income protection to coverage for life and loss, the Hartford delivers the flexible products designed to meet life's ever-changing needs. Fuel your company's success by providing your employees with quality benefits from the Hartford. The Bucks got your back. Learn more about group benefits at thehartford.com/benefits.
The brilliant EQE SUV from Mercedes-Benz,
I got
available
Scott on the
with
phone.
digital light technology. So smart, even the headlamps are thinking. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQE-SUV.
Stop and pop 3 up top, short off the front rim. Toronto's 0 for Houston. Here comes Eric Gordon by 1.
You guys are hot.
Again, no shot blocking inside, and Eric Gordon makes the Raptors pay.
Hey, a lot of Suns fans looking forward to seeing what Eric Gordon can do as he's one of the newest Suns. Joining us now to talk about the Suns, former Sun himself, Scott Williams, 3-time NBA champion, of course, the author of the book Through the Fire, a memoir of trauma and loss, basketball and triumph. It's up on our website right now, on our Twitter page and our YouTube page. To check it out. You can get it on Amazon as well. And Scotty joins us now on the Right Toyota guest line. Scotty, Roc and Jimmy B, what's going on this Thursday, buddy? What's happening?
I got all you guys today this Thursday. I'm super excited about what my Phoenix Suns have been able to do. I'll tell you what, when I left town on Saturday morning after what the fury they unleashed in free agency on Friday night, I was thinking that was a solid B+, given the way they were hamstrung with a lack of cash. And then I get a call from Dr. Jay Schwartz say, hey, I'm at the D-backs game. They go, did you hear the Diamondbacks just signed Eric Gordon? I'm sitting out right field in the first row, and I'm going, oh, my God. I jump up out of my seat. This is a super exciting time to be a Suns fan.
So let me ask you, you said, my Phoenix Suns. I mean, if you're on in Philly or Milwaukee or Denver or Dallas or Cleveland or Chicago, any of the teams that you played for.
Half the league.
I got him. Even Idaho Stampede, when you're coaching, is it we? How's that all work? They're 3-time NBA champion.
Listen, I've made my home in the Valley of the Sun longer than any place I've even lived, even my childhood, before I went off to the University of North Carolina from California. So yes, I do have the right to call them my Phoenix Suns.
All right, you heard Eric Gordon on the comeback there, the rejoin. What does he add to this team?
Depth, leadership. I love the fact that they had three main priorities to try to address during free agency. Right? You had length after getting their butts handed to them by Jokic. And then shooting, lack of shooting was evident throughout the playoffs, especially the long ball, having guys that confidence to come in and stroke it from distance, and then depth, right? So where are you going to go when you need to put a sub in for Devin Booker or Kevin Durant that you can fill up the basket and you're not going to have a lot of drop-off in play? And I think if he doesn't check two of those three boxes, if not all three of those boxes, I believe Eric Gordon's that guy because he obviously has got the experience. Now, listen, I'd love to have him 6 years ago when he was 26 years old instead of 34 years old, 100%. But he's still got the know-how. He can shoot the ball with accuracy from distance, and so he doesn't really have that length that we talked about, but you address that with other players that you filled out in your free agency sign.
All right, let me follow up then with another player who intrigued me that they signed, and that is Drew Eubanks out of the Portland Trailblazers as a solid backup to DeAndre Ayton. And he is a big, tough guy who can defend, and he can block shots around the rim, and he can score a little bit too, Scott.
Yeah, I like this. That's that length aspect. You got a guy that's already in, he knows how to play, he's been in the NBA, average a tick under 9 points a game, can fill it up, knows how to play a role on a team, rebound the basketball, run the floor, set a pick, roll hard to the basket. Those are the types of things that you're going to need to play alongside already star-studded cast of Booker, Beal, Durant, and throw Ayton in that mix as well.
All right, now let me fire this one at you because this happened early this morning, and that is Bol is available. The son of Manute Bol, who I happened to call several times.
And Scott played against him.
Scott, I know you played against him as well. Legit 7'2", 7'3", can handle the ball. I don't know, however, what the Suns' financial situation is now. Would they have any interest in him or not?
Yeah, because I've been watching this kid since he was in California playing for the Southern Section CIF Championship, and this kid's got length. He's got quickness. He's got an instinct for the game. It's interesting that they had given up on him so quickly and let him go in free agency. I think there's a number of teams that'd be happy to bring him in to the fold. And I think the Suns are one of them. They need that kind of length, a guy that can come off. They lost Landau. That's a big signing for Houston. I like his intensity that he had when he's on the floor. He rebounded the basketball well. He set screens. He knew how to roll and drag a guy and a man and a half with him and open up things. If they can get Bol to play it inside, be a roadblock, be turn around the basket, score, get on the offensive glass, they could really use someone with that type of length.
Scott Williams joining us here.
He's like one of these 7'2" guys that looks like he's 7'5", if I could just finish my thought on that. They went out and they signed a bunch of 6'8", 6'9" guys in free agency, if you want to talk about Bates Diop and Watanabe. But that's a true 7'2" guy with extremely long length.
Scott, with the Summer League getting underway Friday with the Suns on Saturday against the Bucks, and all these games are televised, which I think is pretty cool on ESPN networks and NBA TV. What do you want to get out of that? What do you want to see out of this Summer League for the Suns? Or is it more? I want
to see it. I'm sorry.
I was going to add to that. Is it more about money? The league does this. ESPN, they need content right now. The dog days of summer, or is this pretty meaningful stuff?
Yeah, when I was coming up, we played in a small little hot gym in Loyola Marymount. There were about 50 people in the stands. Most of those were family and friends. So totally different deal now with every game being televised on the flagship leader for sports. This is a big summer for the Suns. Obviously, new coaching staff, new system, new players. So you got draft choices, free agents. I'd like to see a team that can go out there and pick up a system quickly and put it to execution. So the system and the players can get on the same page quickly. Now, granted, you're not going to have your stars out there, so it's going to look a little bit different. But it's important for the coaching staff to be able to communicate with these younger guys, what and how they want executed out there on the floor. Veteran guys will pick it up even easier than some of these guys with new text, new terminology, new system, new design, new plays. And if these free agents and these younger players can pick this type of thing up, then it'll be a seamless transition to what the veterans get put into the fold as well. So that's what I'm looking for. If you see a lot of, we're going to see some turnovers, but if you see a tremendous amount of turnovers, you're approaching 18, 22 turnovers a game, it means the guys aren't picking up the system, or you just got a bunch of guys that don't know how to play.
Scott, staying with the Summer League, Victor Wembanyama makes his debut tomorrow night. It is already sold out to watch this kid play. I'm sure that you've taken a look at him on video. What do you see from this guy?
Well, I'm excited to see him play, too. I won't be at the game tomorrow for his debut, but I am headed out there on Saturday. Retired Players Association has some meetings going on. I'm going to make it my
3 minutes
and check this guy out. 7'4", 4.5, 5, whatever you want to call him. Super long wingspan, ability to do the things on a basketball floor at his size that I didn't think was possible for big in this game. Stroke it from the outside, put it on the floor. Got speed to get by defenders. He's got the spin move. He's got great body balance. And he's got a nice soft touch. Shoots it pretty good. So those are the types of qualities. Is he going to be a revolutionary, game-changing type player? It's yet to be determined. Whether or not that skinny frame can hold up to the rigors of the NBA over 82 games plus preseason plus postseason year after year. But I'm interested to find out if this experiment for the Spurs is going to work. Spurs, that's a big sign for them. It could change the landscape in the Western Conference. What Houston has gone out and done with Van Vliet and a number of the Landau, number of the other signs
2 minutes
they've been able to get. Lakers picking up some stuff. It's been an interesting off season for the Western Conference, and now I hear Damian Lillard is looking to get out of his spot in Portland. And if he comes to a different team in the West that's a contender, that could be more damage and harder for the Suns to try to break through and get that first championship. So hopefully he gets shipped out back. I'm here in Miami is probably the landing spot for him.
All right, let me follow up then with this because the NBA came out with a couple of rule changes. One of them is the flopping rule. Now, look, I've called a lot of NBA games on TV, including some of yours when you were with the Bulls. But I tried to think back if I ever saw you flop. Were you a flopper? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
You know what? The answer to that is hell no. I've been the one championing.
1 minute. 1 minute.
As a bad thing for the NBA basketball for a long time, even during my playing days, going back to the Milwaukee Bucks some 20-plus years ago. I flopped once in my life, and I'm not sorry for it. Was Shaquille O'Neal. He was killing me out there on the basketball court, and he got him his third foul in the first half, and I was able to keep all my teeth in my mouth and eat my steak dinner later that night. Brian, I'm not going to ever take that one, too seriously, but Phil Jackson and I had a laugh at that one after the game.
Oh, I love it. Scott, safe travels as always. Thanks for some time, man. We appreciate it. Hope you're having a great summer.
I appreciate you guys, too. Hope you had a great fourth, and stay safe.
That's Scott Williams joining us, 3-time NBA champion. Again, you got to check out his book. He's having a lot of success, bestseller already. Through the Fire, a memoir of trauma and loss, basketball and triumph. Amazon, it's everywhere you can you buy books, so check it out. Really cool. And we're still waiting for our signed copies. We have not gotten them yet.
No, we have not.
When we did the deal out of Casino Arizona Sportsbook, his books were just getting done. He didn't have any copies yet to give us, so we're due. So we'll have them in and get that taken care of. Coming up, this is pretty interesting stuff. New look Big 12. They want to stay at 14 teams after Texas and Oklahoma are departing to the SEC. We're going to get into that and on this day as we continue on for the Deer Valley Twin Peaks. It's Rock and Jimmy B today on Fox Sports 910.
This is The Odd Couple with Chris Broussard and Rob Parker.
Do they owe Damian Lillard to send him where he wants to go. It's the exact opposite. He owes them something. If he wants out, okay, you want to make a trade? I only want somebody who wants to be there. He don't want to be there. Look for a deal. And I'm going to make the trade that's best for the organization, not best for him.
With Chris Broussard and Rob Parker. Today at 4, tell your smart speaker to play Fox Sports 910.
Tune in Mondays from 1 to 4 as Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B broadcasts live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is sports fans' paradise. That's the Guys, live every Monday from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
Jenny!
Hey, Jenny!
Jenny, come on in! Steve!
Hey, Steve!
Steve, how you doing?
Meg!
Meg, nice to see you! Hey, Meg!
Arena Sports Grill. Come on out for the sports, off-track betting, incredible food, and friendly faces. The best daily specials in Scottsdale. Arena Sports Grill, 62nd Street in Bell. We know you.
Are you looking for a change in your career path or just looking to get back into the employment market again? Look no further. All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings are in the areas of customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. If you're looking for a challenging yet rewarding opportunity, a great benefits program including 401k program with a generous company match, and a company that is a leader in the industry, apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call All City's HR department at 480-833-7278. All City Towing is Arizona's largest towing transport vehicle storage provider, locally owned and invested within the communities they service. If you enjoy helping others by providing great customer service, working as a team, and possess great communication skills, All City is for you. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278. That's allcitytowing.com.
Spring into adventure with the all-new 2023 Colorado. Now at your Valley Chevy dealers. It's more capable and more ready for adventure. Stop in any of the 13 Valley Chevy dealerships and give it a test drive. New inventory and new models arriving daily. ValleyChevy.com.
Looking for a change in your career? All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings now available in customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278.
The people of Arizona have voted, and the results are official. Lerner & Rowe has won again, being voted best personal injury law firm 8 years in a row. We'd like to thank everyone who voted, making Lerner & Rowe the people's choice for personal injury. What makes this so popular? We've helped over 150,000 injured people recover billions of dollars for their injuries, and over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. We're recovering more money for more people than any other law firm in Arizona. Call us today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Whether it's beer and wings with the guys or a steak or ribs with that special someone, Tavern Grill Scottsdale is the
Okay, so segment 4 is segment 1 for hour 2.
Roc and Manuch Lager, Tavern Grill Scottsdale at 8880 East Via Linda.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing?
All right, I will throw in the Twin Peaks Open on segment 1.
We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast. With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas? When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. That's Babbel.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back. Roc and Manuch, Jimmy B. As we continue here from Twin Peaks, that's where you can find us. We're hanging out in Deer Valley, having a great time. It is now time to get to what we like to call our Twin Peaks Thursday. And this is some useless information. Senseless, useless, but it is on this day. And today is Fried Chicken Day. Did you know that? Did you know that, my brother?
I did not know that, but nothing is better, especially in the summer, than a nice fried chicken.
I'm with you 100%. A new study looked at each state's favorite fried chicken places. KFC is number one with 14 states. So I'm a KFC guy. I like that. But I like Popeyes as well. So I don't, whichever one is closest to me at the time. And if I have a hankering, I got to do that country thing, a hankering for chicken. Then I'll make that stop. It is also, oh boy, we shouldn't do this because Jax is here right now. International Kissing Day. So we should have had one of the Twin Peaks ladies over here, Jax. You could have planted one on her. It is also Air Traffic Controller Day.
Well, congrats to all the air traffic control people. We appreciate you for keeping us safe.
I wish there were more of you because that's been a real problem and why a lot of the flights have been delayed or possibly canceled. Also, 44 years ago, 1979, the B-52s released their self-titled debut album, the one with Rock Lobster. That's it, the B-52s.
Now enlighten me, Jimmy. B-52, is this a rock band? Oh, give me some backstory about B-52.
Turn that up a little bit, will you?
Someone reached in and grabbed it. What's a rock lobster?
Rock Lobster. All right, but that wasn't their biggest hit. Their biggest hit was Love Shack.
Ah, gotcha.
So
I know Love Shack.
Now you know what Love Shack is.
All right.
29 years ago today, 1994, Forrest Gump, starring Tom Hanks, was released with Bubba Gump Shrimp. And with that, it became one of, if not the best movie Tom Hanks has ever done.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the iconic lines of Gen A, Gen A and Forrest Gump running. But, I mean, that's a classic. If you haven't seen it, our
Run, Forrest, run!
board op Ben Garcia probably hasn't because he hasn't seen a whole lot of movies. But, I mean, Forrest Gump, that's that's one of those classic ones that Tom Hanks starred in that boosted his acting career.
All right, so this one makes perfect sense since the Wimbledon Tennis Championships are in progress right now. 26 years ago today, 1997, Pete Sampras wins his fourth Wimbledon title, and he was the star of the United States along with Andre Agassi at that time, but Sampras was dynamite player on the grass. 25 years ago, 1998, Roy Rogers. Do you know who Roy Rogers is?
I worked at Roy Rogers.
Did you really?
Yeah, in South Jersey. Yep. As a kid, I worked at Roy Rogers. They sold chicken here on National Chicken Day.
They did, yeah.
And Roy Rogers. That's why I put that in there today because I'm like, many people have maybe never eaten at Roy Rogers.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
and
pretty good.
And nobody even knew that he was a TV star.
Oh, yeah.
With a Western flair. Here's my question. He died on this day of heart failure at 86. On his TV show, Rock, do you remember the name of his Jeep?
I did not watch the show. Okay. That was way before my time. I worked at Roy Rogers, and I think he had passed away at that point. So
Nellie Bell. So if you're in the refreshment stand at Twin Peaks later tonight, you'll win money with that.
Wow. Yeah, Roy. I worked at Roy Rogers he was still alive. Probably 84.
Okay.
83. I was in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roy Rogers.
Yeah.
Back then, when you worked in fast food, because I worked at Taco Bell as well as a kid, and Chi-Chi's, you always had to wear those stupid outfits and stuff like that.
Did you wear the goofy
Even Domino's, I had to wear that Domino's outfit. Yeah, wear the stupid hats. Remember those little hats that fold up? Oh, man. It's amazing how time changed. No, nobody would wear it. You don't see uniforms like that anymore.
No, man. When I was that age, I worked at a lumber mill. I worked at Bethlehem Steel. And I worked at Fisher Flour throwing 100-pound bags of flour around.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's funny when you talk to people what they did as kids working.
Yep.
You worked at least.
I worked at a gas station. Pumping gas.
See, in New Jersey, they didn't. You didn't pump gas.
Right.
Still this day, that law is still in. Whereas you don't pump your own gas in New Jersey.
No.
And when I went to college in Ohio, I was like, I pull up and I'm sitting waiting. I'm like, is anybody going to come now? They don't do that. It's just kind of one of those things. But anyway,
I think Oregon is the only state.
Oregon's the only one left.
Yeah,
I believe so. But I even think that Oregon's trying to pass the law to change
finally. And the reason Oregon had that is because they had a
I'm so
horrible
sorry.
accident that they had a person pumping gas and the whole place blew up.
Oh yeah.
And so that's when they put that particular law in. All right, and 1983, 50th anniversary All-Star game in Chicago, Comiskey Park. The American League routs the National League 13-3 for its first win, and this was a great stat, Rock, since 1971. Unbelievable how the National League had owned the American League through the 70s. Just tremendous.
No, that's pretty cool, and then the fact that Comiskey Park was the first All-Star game ever, right? And then then they had the 50-year anniversary there. It's just kind of cool how that came to be. Hey, the number of the day, 9 billion. That's how many eggs are produced each month by chickens in the United States here on National Chicken Day.
9 billion.
Favorite chicken in town?
KFC, probably.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I'm all right with Popeyes. I ain't gonna turn it down.
Yeah, I'm not turning down Popeyes, but
but fried, I think you got to go KFC. They're the leader, right?
Yeah,
they're the leader.
Fair.
Yeah. Hey, coming up, we're pretty excited about this. And if you've been listening to the program for many years, each year we talk about the annual Ms. Twin Peaks International Contest. It was held in Nashville last week, and the crowned Miss Twin Peaks 2023 is from Phoenix and from the Deer Valley location where we're at, and she's going to join us next on location. So if you want to check us out on YouTube or on Twitter, we'll be streaming that as well. So Lauren's going to join us next to Rock and Jimmy B here on Fox Sports 910.
Hey, Arizona, do you know that the Chevy Silverado is the #1 best-selling
Claire, I am so sorry about that, guys.
When you're shopping for a new or certified used vehicle, you need to go visit your Valley Chevy dealers today. There are 13 dealers in the Valley offering the best deals and offers on trucks, crossovers, SUVs, and cars. When you have the Silverado, the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup, you owe it to yourself to check it out. The summer sales adventure going on now at your Valley Chevy dealers. See your Valley Chevy dealers today or visit valleychevy.com.
It's the wind down in sparkling water. It's the zone out at the spa. The stunning sunsets at dinner. It's the escape you crave, and it's closer than you think. Talking Stick Resort's Summer Playcation Package. Starting at $139 a night with no resort fee for Arizona residents. Exclusive spa specials and $25 in free slot play. Plus, enjoy great deals inside the Talking Stick Entertainment District, including Top Golf, Talking Stick Golf Club, Octane Raceway, and more. Summer Playcation, May 8th to September 15th at Talking Stick Resort. Turn it on.
It pays to listen. Open your free iHeartRadio app and listen to this station to be entered to win $5,000. Each day you come back to listen on the iHeartRadio app is another entry. The more you listen, the more chances you have to win. Download the free iHeartRadio app for access to winning like never before.
Privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Go to nomoredraftywindows.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? It's time to replace. Fog between the glass. Time to replace. Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen, the company with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. Just text DOOR to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month. Text DOOR to 200-300 right now. Text the word DOOR to 200-300. Don't wait, text DOOR to 200-300.
CEOs You Should Know gives you an opportunity to learn from the top business executives across Arizona. Hey, it's Rob Hunter. I'm excited to learn. So join in by searching CEOs You Should Know Phoenix on your free iHeartRadio app.
Introducing new frozen lemonade Starbucks Refreshers beverages. Try one of 3 blends of sweet fruit flavors, real fruit pieces, and lemonade to savor every sip of summer. Order yours in the Starbucks app.
The fresh, clean scent of Irish Spring and those sensational Irish Spring suds.
You guys wanted to come back with the Twin Peaks picks, right?
You need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Tomorrow from 10 to 1. This is KGME Phoenix, KESC HD2 Phoenix. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Sunsonic of Eric Gordon became official today. They begin their Las Vegas Summer League session Saturday against the Bucks. The Diamondbacks looking to avoid their first series sweep of the season as they take on the Mets again. Ryan Nelson on the mound. The Cardinals open training camp in 3 weeks. The Mercury came from 20 down in the third against the New York Liberty, but they fell short in yesterday's loss to the Eastern Conference's top team. Arizona State hockey making a big step in their evolution with yesterday's announcement of joining the National Collegiate Hockey Conference starting in the 24-25 season. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Now's your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Check. That's check. Enter it now at foxsports910.com.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
For your Thursday, look for another hot day with temperatures right around 111 degrees today. We'll continue to see some breezy conditions for this evening as well, with those temperatures dipping down into those mid-80s with clear skies. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Shopping for new blinds? At Blindster, we offer over 50 different blinds, shades, and shutters at low prices, custom made for your windows, and shipping is free. Shop at home and order 10 free samples of any product before you buy. Blindster.com.
Are you ready? It's your weekly chance
we're coming up.
to challenge one of the beautiful girls from Twin Peaks. It's Peaks Picks. The Twin Peaks girls are the essential ingredient to the perfect lodge experience. Each week, our girl next door Twin Peaks contestant takes on a Fox Sports 910 listener for 3 games. Get the most picks right and win a $25 man card for one of the 4 Valley Twin Peaks locations: Scottsdale, Phoenix, Glendale, and Tempe. Don't forget,
You guys are hot.
Coors Light Draft Specials every Thursday at Twin Peaks. Time for Peaks Picks.
All right, well, we threw an audible. If Manuch is here, the quarterback of the show, he'd throw an audible right now. We're not doing Peaks Picks. Instead, we are very fortunate to have on location Ms. Twin Peaks 2023 Lauren, who works here at the Deer Valley Twin Peaks, formerly was at the Scottsdale, and she just was crowned the Ms. Twin Peaks 2023 about 2 weeks ago. Is that right?
Yes, that's correct.
And Jimmy B, this is her first interview.
Are you serious?
So,
really?
First big for the deal, best, right?
Yes. For being on the big time show.
I mean, she's on the big time, drive time. Here she is.
Yeah.
But so my understanding is there was over 100 girls.
Yes.
That all traveled to Nashville, the Music City. And you competed in what went on? Kind of walk us through the actual competition.
Oh my gosh. So when we got there, it was a whole bunch of other girls. We were all scrambling to get our hair and makeup done and everything. They were so generous with what they supplied with us. They gave us dressing gowns. They had makeup artists. They had hair artists. So while we were there, we ran through some hours of dress rehearsal and everything. Did all of our hair and makeup. They fed us with amazing breakfast and lunch while we were there at the Wild Horse Saloon in Nashville and all
really
of those
cool place.
things.
I've been there.
The lighting is just awesome in there.
It's all about the lighting,
Right? It made the pictures phenomenal and all of that stuff.
Got to look good in that lighting.
But so, it was game time starting about 6:37 Nashville time. The nerves were crazy. All of the girls were so anxious and everything. And it was fast. It all happened within an hour and everything.
So what did you have to do? You just parade on stage?
So what we did is when we walked up, we kind of introduced ourselves with 3 girls because they paired us in threes.
Okay.
We all introduced ourselves, said our names, our titles, and where we were from. I was proud to represent Twin Peaks Deer Valley.
Sure.
And as an Arizona native, I'm very blessed and fortunate to represent my store. And so we were doing that, and then we had the opportunity to change in a bikini of choice. So that was like a competition style bikini, walk down the runway.
So let me interrupt. So how long did it take you to pick out the bikini you were going to wear?
Oh my gosh! Well, you have to think about the color and everything. You know, your
Oh,
blonde
really?
hair and your skin.
Jimmy and I would not know what color to wear, but yeah.
It needs to complement your eyes and everything.
Do you hire somebody to help you, or
You
you're on your?
do,
Oh,
yes,
you do.
yes, yeah. So you had a custom-made bikini size for your body and everything.
So if I wanted a new gig, I could be a bikini coordinator.
You know what? You could be a seamstress for a bikini company. It's a poppin' business.
Damn straight.
There's hope still.
I'm no
dialed in,
complaints.
girl.
Lauren's calling you out. That's great.
I know. But yeah.
Okay, so you finally decide over, I'm sure, a bunch of them,
Yes.
and you find the one you like.
Found the best
so
one.
You felt comfortable in it.
Yes. I did some pageant walking classes as preparation. I did it at Jenny's Dresses, which I love her. All
Okay.
of the girls that helped me out there were phenomenal. Obviously had to get the hair done, the nails done, the spray tan, all of the extras and everything. So I mean, honestly, it was probably 3 full days of nail appointments, all of that fun stuff to get ready and to get prepped and everything, minus all of the odds and ends that you had to
And
get.
you had never done anything like this before in your life.
No, this was my first time ever doing anything like this. I have worked with Twin Peaks for a couple years now, so in the past, I have been encouraged, but I wasn't very.
So how did they select you then from Twin Peaks here in Arizona?
Yeah, so what they do is they launch a contest every year, and so it's open to each store, and all of the girls, every single girl that is an employee with Twin Peaks has the opportunity to apply to this opportunity. So what you do is you submit a few pictures for per regards of the casting call and everything, and then it has to do with the GM, and it also has to do with the owner of this location and everything too.
Okay.
Your work ethic, all your attitude, and all of that stuff obviously has to go within the
So
opportunity.
just
and everything.
because you're a beautiful person doesn't mean that you're going to get the gig.
Yes, that is
there's
true.
so much more involved.
Yeah, I would like to hold myself to a high standard and say that I do. I put my time in, I work, I do.
Okay.
I've been with the company for a couple years and everything. So
Right.
I am very proud of where I am
Good.
and all of that
and
stuff.
There was $35,000 worth of prizes,
Yes.
and grand prize was $10,000.
Yes, and I actually was fortunate enough to win Miss Popularity. So that was for all of the at-home viewers to vote on, which was for the Miss Popular, which was the online voting. So I was fortunate enough to be titled Miss Popular and Miss Twin Peaks. So I won 2 titles.
Wow.
So,
Rock, she
did
makes
you-
more money than you're paying me.
I know it sounds like that. So I want to back up a little bit, okay? Because this isn't something you grew up aspiring to be.
No.
A model and be on a runway
No, not
and
at
win
all.
a contest. You told me before you came on that you grew up when you were 19 years old. You had a little bit of weight
Yes.
issues, right?
Yes, I did struggle with weight.
and you were able to kind of persevere.
Yes.
Tell us kind of how that process went.
So when I was around 18 or 19, I was about 190, 200 pounds. And something that really meant a lot to me was to feel comfortable in my skin, to be able to wake up and do the day-to-day activities without your body hurting and everything.
Sure.
So I took the initiative and I went to a personal trainer. I started to count my macros and everything. And I would say about 2.5 to 3 years of hard work and everything, I was able to shed almost 80, 90 pounds and everything.
Wow.
That's incredible.
So
Good job.
with that, I kind of gave me a second boost of encouragement to go
Confidence.
do something.
Yeah.
So,
And that kind of played into this, and then
Yes.
but you've had the weight. You lost all that weight a few years ago,
Couple
right?
years now,
And now
yes.
but the hard part is keeping it off.
Yes.
You've obviously been able to do that quite well. So now here you are. You win this. Now what's next? I mean, I'm sure that there's people requesting this piece in your section when you're working right here
which
at
is so
Twin Peaks.
fun. I feel like a little mini local celebrity.
Exactly.
And everything.
Why not?
I
This
have
is
all
great.
the people that want to come in and say hi and see how the trip to Nashville was and everything. And I'm just so excited to sit down and talk to everybody and tell them about everything that I've experienced
So
and
does
stuff.
everybody want a photo with you now too?
I'm not that big of a celebrity. Yeah.
Do you have your own Sharpie? I
Yeah.
mean, you do
Oh
an
my gosh,
autograph?
my little
Carry it
signature
around.
and
Yeah.
everything.
So when it comes to social media, have you seen a boost in any of your platforms that you're on?
Definitely, I would say on Instagram, my follower count increased slightly a little
Yeah.
bit, but nothing drastic. I haven't had anybody reach out to me to do any modeling opportunities yet, but that
Now that you've been on a show,
door
that's
is
all going
always
to change. I mean, your
open.
phone's going to be off the hook now,
I
I'm
hope
sure.
so. Yeah.
So, all right. So, where do you take it now? I mean, this is a pretty cool honor. I mean, to be able to be Ms. Twin Peaks 2023, and there's 103 contestants and whatever, 100 stores, right?
Thousands of girls
that want to do it.
Yeah.
And I mean, have you thought about, what your next step is? How do you take this and use it to do something else with?
My personal thoughts, I would love to use this as a stepping stone platform to further my career in promotional modeling, whether that be runway modeling, whatever it may be. But more or less for the year, my next game plan would be obviously to increase more business into our Deer Valley location. We are a newer restaurant. We opened up at the beginning of April.
Hey, the owners, Carolyn, Andy, and the rest of the crew, you got your new manager here. Your marketing coordinator.
New spokesperson.
Jeez, that's great. It makes sense. That's
cool. We have a huge parking lot. I would love to be able to do some events and stuff in that parking lot. I would just really like to advertise this company, whether that be at baseball games and all of that other stuff, or any other local sports events. I know the sporting season is coming up in Arizona right now, and everything pops off when all the games
are you
start.
Are you a sports fan? Do you like the Suns?
You know what? I'm going to say the Suns have done great in basketball for the past couple of years, and I always am rooting for the home team, the Cardinals.
There you go.
Yeah.
Local product.
There you go.
And we're visiting with Lauren, by the way. She has missed Twin Peaks 2023 here at the Deer Valley location for Twin Peaks.
3 minutes.
This is their fifth location. This is their most recent location opened just a few months ago. You were in Scottsdale for a while because I know we've seen you out there. And in Deer Valley, this one is just on fire.
Yeah, and you know what?
Packed.
This bar is awesome. We have such a huge indoor bar. We have a beautiful outdoor patio bar, and I know a lot of you guys are scared because of the Arizona heat, but I promise.
No, it's cold in here.
So nice with those misters out on the patio.
The misters are nice. I walked out there.
It's like a 20, 30 degrees difference with the shades down and everything. So, this restaurant it's so nice. It has it all.
So, Lauren, with what you have accomplished and what you aspire to do, my question now is, when are you going to start to put all of the pieces of that puzzle together? Are you starting today, now that you're on this world-class radio show?
You know what? Today might be that first day.
This could be it for Lauren.
Day number one for Lauren.
Yeah. You know what? Today's a new day. We're on the launch point and everything with the radio show.
That's it.
I will say
2
this,
minutes.
and I think for someone, this is their first interview.
Yeah.
And for those of you that are listening, you're not watching on YouTube or on Instagram or what have you, Twitter. She's looking at the camera.
She is.
She's got her sitting up straight. You obviously have had some people kind of tutor you a little bit because you obviously know what you're doing, and I think that's great. And hopefully someone is going to see this and say, "Wow, I own XYZ company, and I really need a spokesperson." And you can kind of expand your horizon and get into the marketing and promotions, things like that. And having Twin Peaks in your back pocket, you can't get any better than that. With 5 locations and soon, I'm sure more.
Yeah.
So you got to keep doing that and being somebody that lives up in Phoenix, what a great place to live.
I know.
But I know you had fun in Nashville.
I did. I
mean, what a great city. The music and with Wild Horse Saloon,
Yes.
that place is
Did
awesome.
you get a chance to walk around
Broadway?
Just for a little bit. My mom
Okay.
actually accompanied me on this trip and everything. So my
Okay.
mom and I hit the town and all
All
of
right.
that stuff during the day. So it was fun.
So let me ask you, was it if there were a bunch of people,
There's
always bachelorette
minute.
parties there, right?
Yeah.
So if you were just a guy, a couple guys like Jimmy and I are at Broadway where Kid Rocks or whatever, and we walk out, would you have seen 100 Twin Peaks girls walking around?
Oh my God, it was crazy.
Oh,
it was
that would've
something
really
out of a
sucked.
movie.
That would've
You
really
saw
been awesome.
Hundreds of pretty girls just walking around town. It was something like out of a dream. Like,
Oh,
holy
that's
cow,
awesome.
how
would have
could
been
you
a dream
complain?
for me.
Yeah, I bet it was, Jerry. Hey, Lauren, congratulations. And thanks for
Thank you so
actually,
much.
you're off today and you came down to see us. We really appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
So best of luck. If we can do anything for you,
Yeah,
let us know. So
yeah.
we
Thank
love
you.
that. So that's Lauren, Miss Twin Peaks 2023 here from the Deer Valley location. We're going to take a quick one. We'll come back with more Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B right here on Fox Sports 910.
Hey, it's Jody Ayler. I'm taking a summer vacation.
Clear.
But make sure you follow me on Twitter at RadioJODY because I'm still addicted to Twitter, even on vacation. That'll probably put my wife and I on the same terms as DeAndre Ayton and Monty Williams, but I'll be back to recap all things Suns free agency Monday, July 10th at 6 a.m.
See your Valley Chevy dealers today. All 13 Valley Chevy dealers. Great offers going on now on trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and cars. New inventory and new models arriving daily. See your Valley Chevy dealers or visit valleychevy.com.
We're your neighbors. You should stop by for a visit. We're Casino Arizona. Come on in. Our slots are spinning, our dealers are dealing, and everyone's yelling bingo. Isn't it about time you see your friends again? So stop by to say hello. Stay a while. Relax. Enjoy yourself. We'd love to see you again. Hey, This place was made to entertain. We're your casino, Arizona.
Join Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B Thursdays at one of the 5 Valley Twin Peaks locations. The guys broadcast live from 1 to 5 Valley locations. And tune in at 2:45 for Peaks Picks, your chance to win a Twin Peaks man card. It's Guys Live every Thursday at Twin Peaks.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of Game Day.
At Lerner & Rowe, we don't have empty slogans or make empty promises. What we do have is a history of proven results. In a wreck, need a check? We've collected billions of dollars for our clients, with over $1 billion recovered in the past 5 years alone. Make one call, that's all. And we have a team of legal professionals standing by, waiting to begin working on your case the moment you call. Call Lerner & Rowe today. Find out why we've been voted best law firm in Arizona for the past 8 years in a row.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Any car dealer in Arizona can compete on price. That's what dealers do. But not many dealers can compete on customer satisfaction, like Wright Toyota. Make the right choice. Wright Toyota in Scottsdale, just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, and online at wrighttoyota.com.
It's Dom with Venezia's Pizzeria. We love providing great food for family gatherings, parties, even work meetings. And we make it simple.
We sure do, no matter what the occasion. At Venezia's, we make catering easy. You can see our entire catering menu online at venezias.com. Or let us know how we can help at one of our 6 locations, including the newest, now open in Chandler.
We'd love to bring Venezia's to your next party. Venezia's Pizzeria, a family tradition.
Tune in Mondays from 1 to 4 as Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B broadcasts live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is sports fans' paradise. That's the Guys, live every Monday from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else. And we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to show you how iHeartMedia can work for you. From your cell, dial pound 250 and say keyword great results. That's pound 250 and say great results.
Don't miss incredible Macy's Black Friday and July specials while supplies last. Like 65% off stunning Effie Fine jewelry, 50 to 70% off designer suits, blazers, and pants for him. And select small appliances from Bella, Black & Decker, and more, now $30 and under. Or get an extra 25% off with your coupon or Macy's card. Download the Macy's app for even more great deals. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Meant for mornings. The Drive with Jody Ayler. Listen tomorrow, 6 to 10 on Fox Sports.
You guys are hot.
910.
You will see more of her, I am sure. Let me get my computer going again here, as I want to get into some off-the-wall, useless knowledge.
Senseless.
Yeah, I call it the random, senseless, useless, did you know facts of the day, brought to you by the Valley Chevy dealers. And, it's been in the news. I know it's a little politics here, but I think it's kind of funny to a point. And I saw this this morning, when you see Secret Service investigating the cocaine they found at the White House.
Right.
And, they found the powder. It was discovered during a routine inspection in an area that is accessible to tour groups and just crazy stuff that this hit. And then I find out on our random fact of the day that the U.S. Senate has a tradition since 1968 called the candy desk, where the senator who sits in a specific seat near the door keeps a desk drawer full of candy for the other senators.
Yes.
It's currently held by Todd Young from Indiana. So maybe there's a tie-in with the cocaine and the candy desk.
The candy
I was
desk.
like, that's a little crazy. But anyway, I thought that was kind of funny. Wacky but true.
Yes.
The U.S. Customs and Border Protection seized 83 pounds of beef jerky.
What?
Yeah, from a passenger arriving from South Africa to Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport. Now, the passenger had dried the beef and had it all ready to go and had it in his luggage, but it was never approved to be imported into the United States.
Oh.
So the passenger requested that the meat not be seized, but because it costs like $2,000, but they confiscated it. So if you're going on some vacations this summer,
don't take beef jerky.
Don't take the beef jerky. IHOP just added pancake tacos to their menu.
No.
Yeah, they're a silver dollar pancakes with different fillings. They got the caramel banana, and then they got one that's stuffed with bacon, eggs, and cheese. I mean, just crazy stuff. So that's on the menu right now, and they got some chocolate ones and some other stuff. They got a strawberry cheesecake. They got the breakfast pancake taco. And I guess it's 3 for $6. So maybe I'll give it a hurl. Why not?
Okay.
The president of the National Hot Dog and Sausage Council, we talked yesterday about Joey Chestnut winning again.
Yep.
Says no one over 18 should be putting ketchup on hot dogs.
What? Run that by me again. No one over 18?
Yeah.
So if you're under 18 or under, you can have ketchup on your dog.
This guy does an interview on a national news station and said no one over age of 18 should be putting ketchup on hot dogs. He says if you can vote, it's time for your taste buds to vote for a hot dog without ketchup. And he suggested mustard, onions, and sauerkraut instead. I like ketchup on a hot dog.
I don't.
You don't?
No,
okay. I do. I don't have a problem with it.
I'm a mustard relish guy. That's me. If it's a dog, no, it's mustard and relish.
Well, if you disagree, you're not alone. A poll for the 4th asked people what's better on a dog, ketchup or mustard. 33% said mustard, 25% said ketchup, so it's pretty close.
Okay.
And 32%, which myself likes a little bit of both.
Oh.
A little bit of both.
Mix it up. Okay.
Yeah. And then they also asked the age-old question, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's a hot dog.
No, it's a sandwich.
It's a hot dog.
41% agree with me. Yes.
No.
It's got bread and it's got a meat in between.
Does. I know that.
So why wouldn't that be a sandwich?
All right. Is a hamburger a sandwich?
It's a taco.
Yes, it is.
No, it's a hamburger.
No, it's
a sandwich.
So when you look at when you pull up in the drive-through, and you see the menu, it'll show sandwiches. And you'll see you'll see a Big Mac, quarter pounder,
burgers.
You'll see all that.
It says
under
burgers.
sandwiches. Or when you go into a restaurant like Twin Peaks, when they have salads, sandwiches, you'll see a burger under sandwiches. Would you agree?
Maybe.
By the way, Manuch was wrong yesterday when he was talking about what Joey Chestnut makes. We had him on our show a couple times, and look how big he is now. It's the same thing's going to happen to Lauren. He won the 16th Nathan's Famous hot dog eating guys last year.
Yeah.
He rakes in $500,000 annually in his earnings for what he eats and his endorsements.
Wow.
How about that?
That's pretty good.
Hey, one of the most NFL's powerful and prominent team owners is getting a Netflix show.
You think this is a good thing or a bad thing?
I can't wait. It's a 10-part documentary on Jerry Jones. And Netflix is paying $50 million for the rights.
Wow.
And it's going to be the same people that did Michael Jordan's The Last Dance.
Okay.
How could you not want to see that? 10 episodes, 10 parts?
On Jerry Jones?
I mean, you got over 230 subscribers to Netflix. And it's gonna pull in a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people. The thing is, the Cowboys haven't reached the NFC title game since 1995.
Yep. Troy Aikman.
Give me a break, and they're the most valuable franchise, and they can't win.
That's correct.
That's like it's equivalent to the Toronto Maple Leafs in hockey, where they're called the Dallas Cowboys, where they can't win a cup. All the money they have there.
All right, let me drop this on you then. Why would you watch a 10-parter when it could probably be told in 3?
I like documentaries. I like shows on Netflix, watching Suits and watching shows that are 9 years. They have 8 episodes apiece. I don't mind those 40-minute
I just
shows.
watched the 30 for 30 on Bill Walton.
Yeah, I saw it.
And it was 3 parts. Well, the reason I watched it to see if I could see myself at his news conference, and there I was in the first edition.
I'm not buying that.
I'll show you.
Yeah, all right.
So,
you would have already brought that to our attention. You would have said, Jax, you got to get it.
Been here. Yeah, you weren't here. I wasn't here. You weren't. Well, when I saw it, I just saw it the other night.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you just saw it. All right, 'cause
Yeah.
it's been on for a while. Okay, got it.
So, at any rate, couldn't you tell Jerry Jones'
3
story
minutes.
from University of Arkansas to making a whole potload of money and then buying the Dallas Cowboys? You couldn't do that in 3 episodes?
No, because
That
you
were an
see
hour
what
and a
they've
half long?
done. But you've seen what he's done with AT&T. You've seen how he's challenged the NFL, saying,
He has done that.
I'm not doing Coke, I'm doing Pepsi. I'm not doing Bud, I'm doing Miller, or
Okay.
whatever it is.
That's
I mean,
the marketing guy.
Well,
in
that's
you.
that's why I want to see it. I want to
Okay.
see. I want to see Jerryville. I want to see all the stuff in Frisco and,
Okay.
and everything that he's all about.
All right.
Hey, real quick, 2 more things.
Yeah.
If you need a passport, a lot of people are traveling overseas. Maybe you're going to the Ryder Cup in Italy.
Like you?
The State Department is fielding about 500,000 passport applications a week.
Woo.
And I guess, no one was traveling for the longest time because of COVID, right?
Right.
So 22 million passports were issued last year.
Wow.
The number of passports in America was 3 per 100 people in 89. Now it's 46 to 100
minutes.
people. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow.
And real quick, final, July 3rd, just a couple days ago,
Okay.
we experienced the hottest day in recorded history with the average global temperature at 17 degrees Celsius for the first time since the satellite has been monitoring since 1979. And they're attributing it to a combination of emissions and greenhouse gases and El Nino.
Yes.
So that's the world temperature was the hottest. So when you add up everything in the world, I thought that was kind of interesting.
Climate change.
Yeah, there you go. So there you go. Our random, senseless, useless Did You Know Facts of the Day brought to you by the Valley Chevy Dealers. Check out valleychevydealers.com as the July 4th sales event has been extended. Well, we're live out here at Deer Valley at their new Twin Peaks. If you missed the interview that we did with Lauren, missed Twin Peaks
1 minute
2023, you want to check that out. It'll be up on our website. It is up on our website on Twitter. It is also on the website, and it is anywhere you search rockandmanuch.com or Roc and Manuch and Jimmy B, you can find it there. The Coyotes prospect camp started just a few days ago. It concludes with a scrimmage tomorrow. Former Coyotes assistant coach Steve Peters is going to give us an update on some of the players that shined over the last few days. And the more I think about it, I'm going to ask him about the Roadrunners in Tucson. With all this talent that the Yotes have in their system, if you live in Tucson, you got to go out and check out the Tucson Roadrunners because they have so much talent. They're going to continue to be well. And I like minor league hockey. I grew up in minor league baseball, and it's great for a city like Tucson that needs that. But Steve Peters is going to join us. He's with ESPN as well as GoPHNX, and he will join us next. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910.
This is what's trending.
Clear.
Fox Sports 910, Phoenix.
Eric Gordon is now an official member of the Suns following last weekend's announcement of the two sides agreeing on a 2-year deal, including a player option. Logan Cooley, the Coyotes' number 3 pick from the 2022 NHL draft, is throwing out the first pitch for tonight's Diamondbacks-Mets series finale. The Mercury are moving on from yesterday's loss to prepare for tomorrow's tilt against the Minnesota Lynx. Some major upsets at Wimbledon today as 4th seed Casper Ruud fell to 142nd-ranked Liam Brody. Taylor Fritz, the highest-seeded American at number 9, lost to unseeded Michael Emer. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
You hear it in other lawyer ads, and I'll repeat it in this one. All personal injury attorneys are not the same. Sure, we all claim to do the same things, but that's where the similarities between Lerner & Rowe and all other law firms end. Lerner & Rowe was recently named the second most influential law firm in the country, And we've collected billions of dollars for our clients, with over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. If you want real results after you've been hurt in a car wreck, call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Any car dealer in Arizona can compete on price. That's what dealers do. But not many dealers can compete on customer satisfaction. Like Wright Toyota. Make the right choice. Wright Toyota in Scottsdale, just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, and online at wrighttoyota.com.
It's Dom with Venezia's Pizzeria. We love providing great food for family gatherings, parties, even work meetings. And we make it simple.
We sure do, no matter what the occasion. At Venezia's, we make catering easy. You can see our entire catering menu online at venezias.com. Or let us know how we can help at one of our 6 locations, including the newest, now open in Chandler.
We'd love to bring Venezia's to your next party. Venezia's Pizzeria, a family tradition.
Are you looking for a change in your career path or just looking to get back into the employment market again? Look no further. All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings are in the areas of customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. If you're looking for a challenging yet rewarding opportunity, a great benefits program including 401k program with a generous company match, and a company that is a leader in the industry, apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call All City's HR department at 480-833-7278. All City Towing is Arizona's largest towing transport vehicle storage provider. Locally owned and invested within the communities they service. If you enjoy helping others by providing great customer service, working as a team, and possess great communication skills, All City is for you. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278. That's allcitytowing.com.
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday from 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of game day.
I'm Byron Brown, personal injury attorney. Can you tell by the music that I'm educated and experienced? How about now? Can you tell I'm tough and I'll fight for you? That I'm down to kick it with y'all? That's a bunch of bullshit. When it comes to your personal injury case, I'm straight to the point. I'll answer your call. No BS. I'm Byron Brown, the anti-lawyer lawyer.
The fresh, clean scent of Irish Spring and those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset you need to own the day. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring at your local retailer today.
From the versatile EQB to the sublime EQS sedan, Mercedes-Benz makes electric extraordinary. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is yours. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQ.
Coming back.
Time now to go behind the mask and on the ice with former NHL coach and current NHL insider, Coach Steve Peters. Now here's Coach Pete on Fox Sports 910.
You're hot.
On FM at 99.9 HD2.
That's right, Coach Pete joins us. On the right to the guest. How you doing, Coach? What's going on, buddy? How are you, Coach?
Inside a hockey arena today when it's 115.
Not bad, not bad. But that's how you
there?
That's how you get sick, though. You know, you walk in there, and then you walk out, and then it's too hot, and just I don't know how you guys do it.
And,
hey, go ahead.
No, I was going to say before we get going, somebody forgot to put their garbage out today.
Uh-oh. Because I didn't have any garbage to throw out. Why don't you mind your own business, you neighbor? I mean, I literally, this morning, I looked and I'm like, nah, I'll be nice this week and I'll wait till next week. That's why I didn't put it out. And I got to tell you, I saw you working out.
Open.
I saw you working outside the other morning, man. I was like, you were working tough. And And you're always talking to the neighbors, and I drive by. You don't even tell me to stop and say hello. I mean, you big league me all the time. I mean, this is what's been going on. Since you got in with ESPN, you started big leaguing me. I just want to let you know that.
Yeah, it is a true story. But I do keep the neighborhood intact here. I keep sure don't park in the street. Get your garbage can in. Yeah, I'm a neighborhood patrol.
I love it. Hey, I want to ask you this, though, before we get into the Coyotes prospect camp. ASU joining the National Collegiate Hockey Conference next year. How big is that for them now being the 9th member of the conference? And can you give me an idea of the level of play in the NCHC?
Yeah, for college hockey, this is the SEC.
Okay.
I mean, this is
good.
This is the power conference in college hockey. This is, it's North Dakota, it's Minnesota, Duluth, it's Denver. This is a very, very difficult league to compete in. One of the things I like for ASU is now they are competing against the best. The problem is they're going to have a tough time getting into that top 5 where you need to be if you want to make the NCAA tournament. It's good to play the best competition in the country, but it's going to take them a few years before you see this team making the NCAA tournament, getting to that final 16, because they're in such a difficult conference now. You're playing with the best of the best. The one good thing is once you get teams from Grand Forks, North Dakota, traveling to Tempe, Arizona in January and February, buddy, look for that transfer portal because they're coming.
Wow.
And once you get out of that cold.
Never thought of that
I can
aspect.
go to school here?
Yeah.
Not to mention, Coach, it's all the people from out of state that are here that time of year. Snowbirds are going to want to go see some of these, visiting schools come into town. Kind of like similar to what the Yotes get.
For sure. And the other thing that you got to look at this ASU program, this will be the second year inside the Mullet Arena. And people joke about it at the NHL level, but for the NCAA, this is a great building. This program has taken great strides. And I tell you what, ASU hockey is on the verge. And I joked a little bit about the recruiting classes, but in all seriousness, is when you put them in this class of competition with that facility in this city, it is going to be a matter of time before they are continually competing for an NCAA championship. I'm excited to see where this program can go from here under Coach Greg Powers.
Steve Peters joining us here, Fox Sports 910. All right, with the NHL free agent, agency, the frenzy has begun. The Yotes, busy as can be with GM Bill Armstrong. He brought back some former players, went out and got some older guys as well. As you look at this, at least on paper today, with some of the additions, you like what they're doing? I'm pretty excited right now what I'm seeing.
Yeah, this is interesting. A year ago, they were picking up players just to acquire more draft picks in return. They were picking up dead contracts, players that had retired, but putting their money on the cap. This season's free agent class for the Arizona Coyotes puts them having one of the best free agent days in the league. And you're bringing in names of guys like Jason Zucker, who played for Pittsburgh the last few seasons. He is still a very good hockey player. Alex Kerfoot played for Toronto a year ago. They traded for a 24-year-old defenseman named Sean Dursey from the LA Kings. And then they did acquire a couple players they had last year in Bugstead and Stetcher. This is a much different team on paper than it was a year ago. And this is the first time in the rebuild that you can say, oh my goodness, this team's actually trying to win.
Yeah.
And so, this is the first time in years that you can look at this roster and go, okay, maybe not a playoff team, but they're definitely a competitive team as the season approaches this fall.
All right. Are they like the Diamondbacks then? Because the Diamondbacks now in first place, no one thought that it was going to take place this season. They were scheduled to be this good next season. Is that the same thing that you're saying about the Coyotes? Could they? I know you just said, I don't think they'll be a playoff team, but they're going to be good.
Yeah, I don't want to set the bar too high for the fan base to say, okay, they're going to make the playoffs. But last year they overachieved with a team that I said on paper was the worst team this franchise has ever fielded on the ice. And they finished 6th to last with some very good streaks and great individual performances. With Coach Andre Tourigny and the way he motivates players, and if they get great goaltending again, I would never say never. This team is better. And I look at this group of prospects they brought in, and I had a chance to talk to some young kids. There's some 18, 19-year-olds that legitimately think they have a chance to make this team. The team's going to be better. And that's exciting. And I know hockey fans desperately need some good news. And we won't talk about the arena today. We're going to talk about hockey. And I think there are good things ahead for this team. This is the beginning of the end of the rebuild. They are trying to win hockey games now.
How good is the Roadrunners in Tucson going to be? I mean, I was like looking at a story down there this morning, and I'm like saying, if I was in a small city, well, it's not that small with 1.5 million, and you got a hockey team like this. I mean, they even had a draft party in the arena. As you know, a lot of these guys that have gotten to the next level have spent a good amount of time down there. They should be a pretty competitive team with all this talent.
Yeah, and one of the names you can look for down there this season is Josh Doan. A kid that played at ASU a season ago. Yeah, everybody knows the Doan name in Arizona. He is more than likely, and I want to say he can't make the NHL club, but more than likely he's going to develop down there in Tucson. So they are getting that pipeline built in Tucson. And one of the things you look for is a team like the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Tampa Bay Lightning wins at the American League level. They win a Calder championship, and then those players develop to win Stanley Cups in Tampa Bay. That's what the plan is here in Arizona. There's a lot of good players down there. And I tell you what, the 18 and 21-year-olds, they need a couple of veteran guys in the American League, but this team is going to be very good down in Tucson last year. They made the playoffs last year. They squeaked in. This year's a team that's going to compete down there in Tucson. So it is exciting to see this franchise finally get the cupboards full of prospects. So make the 2-hour trip down the I-10. It's going to be fun at the TCC.
All right. Will we see a taxi cab ride from Tucson to Phoenix?
3 minutes.
Phoenix back to Tucson with a couple of guys. Or do you think that they are going to be in Tucson the entire time?
This is one of the other things. They picked up a veteran player named Alex Galchenyuk. It's his third stop here in Arizona. He's a veteran guy, more than likely going to start in Tucson. I do believe you're going to see him, but players like Josh Doan get an opportunity to see what it's like in the National Hockey League. I do think you're going to see somewhat of a revolving door between Tucson and the big club here in Arizona. So guys get a taste and they go, okay, here's what I need to do to prepare. I do think you're going to see a lot of guys making that trip up the I-10, which is great for the program and great to see guys getting an opportunity to play and then go back down there and continue to learn and develop. So I do think you're going to see different players get that opportunity, like Matthias Michelli a year ago. Michael Carconi is a name to look for this year as another guy that
2 minutes
in scoring in Tucson last year. Look for him to fight for a spot here in Arizona with the big club.
All right. So I know that you didn't really want to do this, but I have to. Otherwise, I'm not doing my job. Is there any update at all on location of the possible new arena and project? Because we all know it's still a toxic dump site in Tempe.
Yeah, don't go looking for the park that was rumored to be built there because it ain't there.
Right.
And they're not doing low-income housing on that side either. But the good news, and we've talked to Javier Gutierrez recently, and they publicly come out and said that they're hoping to get it narrowed down to 6 firm sites by the fall. We also got a chance to talk to people at the NHL, and they're being very flexible about a timeline here. After talking with Gary Bettman and Bill Daly, I think support of this franchise and wanting this to succeed has extended the
1 minute. 1 minute.
February. My anticipation is that you will hear a few sites by September and October, and I do believe before the end of the year, you are going to hear the Coyotes are building here. Now, whether that's in Mesa, just a few miles from where the original TED was going to be in Tempe, there are some county islands in Scottsdale, and one that I really like is just south of the Diamondbacks spring training facility on the 101.
Okay.
I think that really, the land you drive by it now, and it's just an empty field, and you go, gosh, baseball, shopping, hockey arena. So I do think an arena is coming. I am remaining positive after talking to the Coyotes and the league. I think they're going to get it done.
All right. So with that being said, would a vote have to be taken on any of these sites? Do you know, or is it private land?
Well, the truth is the Coyotes, honestly, after their experience in Tempe, would rather there not be a vote. So they're looking at private land options first, and hopefully they can avoid a vote. I can't say with certainty that there won't be a situation where they would have to have a vote, but clearly that they're looking to get private land now so they can avoid what happened and they don't have to go through the Tempe situation again.
He's the coach, Coach Pete. What's the next podcast? What are we gonna check out? I know you did something this morning,
buddy. We are every day. We were on a live with the head coach today, and we had his syrup. That's the hard-hitting news. Coach Andre Tourigny makes his own syrup in Quebec.
Really?
We actually got to taste it live. It was, phenomenal.
What would you put it on?
Really good.
What would you put it on? Like
what?
just IHOP, are you pancakes? What?
We did. We did it on Belgian waffles today. It was so good. I was thinking on literally anything. Cheesecake, maybe even dip it in potato chips. Like it's sweet, savory goodness.
Wow.
So tomorrow around at 11, we're going to talk more Coyote hockey. The development players are playing in a scrimmage tomorrow at 1. And we get our first look at some of these guys like Cooley and Geeky. Unfortunately, it's for season ticket holders only at the Ice Den. But a lot of the young prospects.
Well, it can't be that many. It can't be that many. I mean, how many season ticket holders they have? I mean, you only can hold 4,500.
Exactly. That's why they're doing it at the Ice Den. Just like being at the Mullet.
And I noticed, and I had no idea it's gone so fast. I've been here 30 years. And you posted on your Twitter page that it's the 25th anniversary of the Ice Den. It's been around that long.
Yeah, isn't that amazing? When that building was first built, it was the only building in that part of Scottsdale. And you drive by there now, it's just business after business, and the area's really grown. That changed the face of hockey here in Arizona. The Ice Den with the 3 sheets of ice now, giving kids an opportunity to play. My son learned to skate there, and he actually played his last high school game in the same building. So I've got a lot of fond memories in that building.
I was a really good broomball player at Ohio University in club sport. And I wonder, do they got broomball going on there? Broomball was black. Have you ever played? Jimmy, it's fun.
It is fun.
They do that there?
They do have broomball. They do. I will not. I have to admit, I don't think I would play broomball with you. You'd probably be a little too physical for me. I can see you're one of those guys that just plays a little bit too hard.
Well, the way we did it in college, though, it was like you could only get the ice time at like midnight. So and it was a fraternity thing. So you're pounding beers before.
They were all hammered.
Yeah, and then you get out there. Not smart.
Well,
but I do want to try curling, though.
Let's go.
I do want to try curling, though. I'd love to play that or do that sometime.
I'm in for that, too.
All right.
I'll be the sweeper.
When it's 110, I'm in.
There you got it. Coach Pete, thanks, buddy.
Go.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
Thanks, man.
That's Steve Peters.
Appreciate having me on.
Follow him on Twitter at SPetersHockey. He works for ESPN, hockey analyst, and former NHL coach for the Yotes. He's brought to you today by All City Towing. All City Towing continues to grow. They got new vehicles to their already huge fleet, and they need to hire. They are hiring right now. Just go to allcitytowing.com and search careers. That's allcitytowing.com and search careers. Well, we got a little fun. It is summertime. Top funniest movies ever made.
Wow.
You may be surprised when I tell you what the number one was. That's next. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910.
Also, Colin Cowherd.
But Dak has always been a little bit more athletic Kirk Cousins. He's Kirk Cousins with a star on his helmet. Is there huge pressure for Kirk Cousins to get over the hump this year? Or do we sort of know what Kirk Cousins is? We know what Kirk Cousins is. And we know what Dak
So I'm coming back with the CAZ Open, right?
Tomorrow at 10. Listen to Fox Sports 910 anywhere on our free.
I'm coming back with the CAZ Open, right?
Tune in Mondays from 1 to 4 as Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B broadcasts live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona.
Right.
Sports fans' paradise. That's the guys live every Monday from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
Twin Peaks? I do, but I thought we switched segment 1 with segment 4 in hour 2.
Barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them.
It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks.
Yes, sir.
The #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites.
A homeowner just like you
decides to fix his roof.
Okay.
All right.
He backs up his truck, ties one end of the rope to the bumper and the other to himself.
Smart.
He's working on the backside of the roof until...
What? Wait, no.
Yes, Dad was in tow.
Ooh, was he hurt?
A few bruises and his pride.
Save yourself with State 48 Roofing, offering maintenance, repairs, and replacements. Of course, licensed, insured, and bonded. From residential to commercial. State48roofing.com.
What's up, guys? Jason Payne, owner of State 48 Roofing. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. #SexyRoofStatus. All of our work using state-of-the-art materials and 5-star workmanship. Our inspections are free. You heard me? Free. Go to state48roofing.com to schedule your free appointment today.
Are you living paycheck to paycheck only to find yourself going backwards?
The only Twin Peaks intro I have is the Twin Peaks
but at many times, it's
Twin
the
Peaks
best
picks.
choice. The credit industry wants you to believe that bankruptcy is bad and that it will destroy your credit forever, but that's just not true. In most cases, filing bankruptcy can improve your credit. At Lerner Rowe Law Group, our bankruptcy lawyers only work on bankruptcy cases, and we can file your bankruptcy with $0 down.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Every truck tells a story. Make yours a strong one, like the all-new 2023 Silverado 1500 LT Turbo Max.
Yeah, I don't got anybody in studio with me today.
Visit any of the 13 Valley.
I do not have anybody in studio with me today. I can grab Darren and see if he can help me.
Sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the band.
All right, so do you just want me to go with the bumper and dry liner now?
You'll need a pre-approval letter. Call GC Global Capital, and you can get pre-approved.
You got it.
Call 480-397-9300. Free second opinions and comparisons. GC Global Capital is an Arizona licensed mortgage broker. NMLS 1091187. License MB 0924983. An equal opportunity lender.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing? If you are, iHeartMedia can help you reach your goals and find new customers. We reach more consumers in your target area than anyone else, and we can give you access to those potential customers more cost-effectively across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We love to. Media can work for you. Get started today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
That's Mike saying good morning. It's the best he can do right now. Yeah, not a cloud in the sky. What Mike could use is a fresh start. And Irish Spring Body Wash. The fresh scent of Irish Spring and those sensational Irish Spring suds are just the reset Mike needs. Now he's ready to go to work. It's Sunday. Irish Spring. When the spring hits you, you're ready. Pick up Irish Spring today.
The Drive with Jody Ayler. Now in mornings. Tomorrow from 6 to 10.
Yeah, they're hot.
Fox Sports 910.
Happy hour at all. So Alaska, Indiana, Massachusetts, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Rhode Island, and Utah and Vermont. I'm surprised of North Carolina because, and even Massachusetts, like Boston, a city,
yes,
you know,
exactly. And even
or
Vermont,
Charlotte.
yeah.
Well, Vermont.
Yeah.
Do they have bars? I mean, I don't know.
I skied Vermont a lot.
I
They got
used
a
to
lot
too.
of bars.
Well, that's different. You're skiing, it's happy hour the whole time.
Yeah.
At Killington or Stowe or
That's
any of
it.
those guys, you know. But anyway, we are out here at Twin Peaks. Happy hour, as I mentioned, getting underway. The man size drafts on special, of course, light here every Thursday at Twin Peaks. We're in the Deer Valley location. If you missed our interview with Lauren, Ms. Twin Peaks 2023, she was with us the top of this hour, and it's up on our Instagram page, Twitter, YouTube. It's all there. You can check it out as she beat out 103 different gals that competed in Nashville
From
a couple
across
weeks
the
ago.
country.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean, good for her.
Yeah.
And we found out after she was on the air that she's a big motorhead.
Yeah.
So she loves the racing cars and things like that. So good for her. So pretty good stuff there. I do want to mention that I thought this was a kind of a cool list. You know, it's the summertime. MovieWeb.com put together a list of their top 25 movies ever made. And number 10 was His Girl Friday, 1940. You don't remember, Jay?
No.
How about Dr. Strangelove at 64?
Yes.
Super Bad, which I didn't think was that good. 2007.
No.
One of my favorite movies, and we have played the prank on Manuch numerous times.
2 minutes?
Because he'll do it, Anchorman. Yeah. We have literally put scripts in front of him, and he has read them. He has read them and having no idea. Young Frankenstein, which came out in 74.
Young Frankenstein
that was number 6.
Is my favorite.
Really? Monty Python and the Holy Grail at 75.
Yeah.
The Princess Bride at 87. I'm sorry, I don't know how that makes number 4. Dazed and Confused was number 3. That came out in 93. Number 2 was Some Like It Hot in 1959.
Remember that?
And here is the number 1 movie, funniest movie ever made, according to MovieWeb.com.
Who is your perfect guy?
Well, first of all, he's too humble to know he's perfect.
That's me.
He's got a good body, but he doesn't have to look in the mirror every 2 minutes.
I have a great body, and sometimes I go months without looking.
He's kind, sensitive, and gentle.
1 minute?
Afraid to cry in front of me.
This is a man we're talking about, right?
Oh, and he plays an instrument, and he loves his mother.
I am really close on this one.
Groundhog Day. Sorry, that little volume was a little low. If you didn't hear it, apologize. It was okay.
It's okay.
I'm like, where's Blazing Saddles? Where's Animal House?
Yes.
Dumb or Dumber. I mean, Borat. I even throw Airplane, Stripes.
Airplane, the sequel.
30.
Oh, yeah. Hangover. Where's that?
Step Brothers, good movie.
Step Brothers should be there. Yes.
Anyway. Young Frankenstein, for me, is at the top.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I couldn't even tell you.
There are so many gag lines, and you have
15.
to watch the movie a couple of times before you get them all. Like when they knock at the door, and she knocks on it, and she goes, and the guy says, "What knockers?" And the girl says, "Thank you, doctor."
We'll break on that. Roc and Manuch, Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910.
What's up, guys? Jason Payne, owner of State 48 Roofing. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook. # sexy roof status. At State 48 Roofing, we are family owned and operated, born and raised in Arizona. We'd love to give back to our schools and community. Contact us at state48roofing.com.
Arizona's headquarters for Toyotas is Wright Toyota. Friends at Wright Toyota in Scottsdale. You will always find the right deal at Wright Toyota. Wright Toyota has been driving Arizona's home for years with their amazing service, pricing, and great selections. I encourage you to discover the difference at Wright Toyota. Make the right choice, Wright Toyota, just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, and always online at WrightToyota.com. The right price, the right selection. Check out WrightToyota.com.
Whether it's beer and wings with the guys or a steak or ribs with that special someone, Tavern Grill Scottsdale is a casual sports bar and grill with something for everyone. Visit us today at 8880 East Via Linda, Tavern Grill in Scottsdale.
The free iHeartRadio app covers the sports teams you love like no one else. Catch the latest breaking news, plus the upcoming NFL season's just around the corner. And iHeartRadio is your official podcast partner of the NFL. Make the iHeart app your go-to to stay up to date on all things in the sports world. Download the free iHeartRadio app today.
This July 4th, witness the gripping reality of true heroism. From Angel Studios comes an extraordinary true story of courage and redemption, starring Jim Caviezel, Bill Camp, and Academy Award winner Mira Sorvino. Inspired by remarkable acts of bravery, Sound of Freedom unveils the breathtaking true events of a dangerous mission to save young innocent lives. Experience the spirit of hope and the power of human resilience. Sound of Freedom, rated PG-13, may be inappropriate for children under 13. Go to angel.com/freedom for tickets. In theaters starting July 4th.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to opt out. Go to nomoredraftywindows.com for full offer details.
Attention all homeowners. Do you know when to replace your windows? Feeling too hot or cold? It's time to replace. Fog between the glass. Time to replace. Spending too much on expensive energy that literally goes out the window? It's definitely time to replace. If you've put off replacing windows in your home because it's too expensive, here's great news. You can now get a free in-home window consultation and free price quote from Renewal by Andersen, the company with the most 5-star reviews among leading full-service window replacement companies. And right now you can save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. Just text DOOR to 200-300 for your free consultation on top quality affordable windows or patio doors for $0 down, 0 payments, and 0 interest for a year. That's right, you don't pay a dime for an entire year. Plus save $359 off every window and $887 off every door. But hurry, these big dollar savings end this month. Text DOOR to 200-300 right now. Text the word DOOR to 200-300. Don't wait, text DOOR to 200-300.
Introducing new frozen lemonade Starbucks Refreshers beverages. Try one of 3 blends of sweet fruit flavors, real fruit pieces, and lemonade to savor every sip of summer. Order yours in the Starbucks app.
The Lazy Boy factory authorized clearance is going on now. Lazy Boy, live life comfortably.
Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Tomorrow from 10 to 1. This is KGME Phoenix, KESC HD2 Phoenix. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
Logan Cooley, the Coyotes' number 3 pick from the 2022 NHL Draft, is throwing out the first pitch for tonight's Diamondbacks-Mets series finale. Eric Gordon now officially a member of the Suns following last weekend's announcement of the two sides agreeing on a 2-year deal, including a player option. Arizona State Hockey made a big step in their evolution with yesterday's announcement of joining the National Collegiate Hockey Conference starting in the 24-25 season. 3 weeks left until the Cardinals open training camp, and the Mercury are moving on from yesterday's loss to prepare for tomorrow's tilt against the Minnesota Lynx. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeart Radio.
So am I opening with
Now's your
CAZ?
chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Grand. That's grand. Enter it now at foxsports910.com.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
Tonight, look for clear skies with those temperatures dipping down into those mid-80s.
So are we going straight into Scott Williams?
Conditions through your Friday as well, with temperatures right around 110 with plenty of sun. For the Fox Sun Weather Experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Here, your high-rolling, fine dining, lounge and poolside and living village with entertainment and excitement you won't find anywhere else in the desert. Let them show you what next level is about. Gila River Resorts and Casinos. You do you. For more information, visit playatgila.com.
So we're going to tease.
Sports with Roc and Manuch is proudly sponsored by On Air Sports Marketing and is powered by the injury attorneys Lerner and Rowe. In a wreck and need a check? Make one call, that's all. 602-777-1900. And always online at lernerandrowe.com. Now time for Calling All Sports.
All right, so I'm doing it this hour.
On Fox Sports 910.
We also got Jimmy B. We gotta get Connor to right open. We gotta help him out, man. He's on an island by himself back there at IR Radio.
I feel bad for the kid.
Oh, Connor, you're doing great, buddy. I don't care what Manuch would be saying. See, Manuch would be all over you right now.
He would be.
Because you treat him like he's his kid.
Yeah.
You know, you put him in the corner, ground him, you know.
Put a dunce hat on.
Yeah, I mean, that would be cool. You know, speaking of, like, just kind of getting on people, you know, it's a team effort, right? There's some a little battle going on with Brooks Koepka and Matthew Wolff. Mm-hmm. It's drawing some criticism. They're teammates in the Live Golf Tour. And, you know, Wolff's in a little slump, including withdrawing from the May competition in D.C., and Koepka accuses him of quitting on him.
Yep.
He says it's very tough to have even a team dynamic when you got one guy that won't work. One guy is not going to give any effort. He's going to quit on the course, break clubs, get down, bad body language. It's very tough. I've basically given up on him. A lot of talent, but I mean, the talent's wasted. And this guy's been, you know, he suffered a so-called undisclosed injury in May. So there's something there. And when, you know, here Wolff is responding, and he really doesn't have much to say other than, you know, I'm here. You know, I'm trying to do what I can to play the best round of golf, and that's going to help the team. I just here to focus on myself and try to play some good golf, and that's what everybody's really trying to do because golf is trying to put the best score up. Then if that helps your team, it's all great. And no, I'm not a Koepka fan. I've never been a Koepka fan because there's stuff like that he doesn't need to do. Now, if this is his way to try to inspire and push Matthew Wolff, I mean, he won in 2019, and he started off strong, and he finished 44th last week in Spain, but he had to take a couple months off, and here's the thing, he got disqualified in the Masters.
He did.
But he's dealing with mental health issues.
He is.
Let's just be honest. That's what it is. That's at least what's being reported. I don't know him personally, but come on, Brooke. I mean, give me a freaking break.
That's heartless.
It really is.
Is what it is. And look, didn't Ricky Fowler, when he finally won last week on the PGA Tour, he hadn't won since 2019.
Yeah.
And his game went right in the freaking toilet. And
the last couple months.
Yeah.
It's that water bottle. It's the water bottle, Jimmy.
Yeah, it is.
You know what the water bottle is?
I've seen it.
It's the water bottle.
It is.
What else could it be?
It's got to be the juice in there. That's what I'm talking about.
The fact that he carries it from hole to hole.
He does the whole time. At any rate, Fowler was really suffering the blues, and his game suffered tremendously. And a lot of that at that time was attributed to mental health problems dealing with the pressure of the tour. I just wonder if Wolff is going through something similar to that. And if he is, it's only going to be a matter of time where he will finally recapture that glory that he once had, just like Ricky Fowler did. And in the last few tournaments, Ricky Fowler has just played lights out. He has found his game again.
Yeah, he has been playing some really, really good golf.
He has.
Man. You love it. Right now you got the John Deere going on. Not a lot of big names there.
No,
the
there's
John
not.
Deere Classic.
No,
that's the one to get a free ride over the pond, right?
Yeah, it's Zach Johnson's tournament. He went to the University of he went to Drake University. He's a big University of Iowa fan, and he lives there. And that is his tournament that he puts on. And John Deere is headquartered there.
Yeah. No one cares, Jimmy.
I know.
Because you spent some time in Iowa.
Whenever
Iowa comes up, you got to I was the voice of the Barnstormers or whatever.
I was.
Or
but
Cyclones.
That too. It doesn't matter. The only city in Iowa is Des Moines. That's the only city. There's nothing left.
There's a place there. Yeah, I was fortunate to go back there a few times with the Fiesta Bowl. Because Iowa and Iowa State have both played in Insight Bowls, right?
Yep.
Or whatever, they're a guaranteed rate bowl now. But there is a bar right across from a stadium there, and it's called it's the Miller. It's the Miller Bar. Everything is Miller High Life.
High Life.
I mean,
it's called the High Life.
The High Life.
Yeah.
And they got the best fried chicken in the world.
It's good.
I mean, it's better than the place down on Bethany Home. I mean, Tex-Mex place. It is phenomenal.
Yes.
And everything's Miller High Life.
Yep.
I mean,
that's it.
It's unfortunate sometimes you just can't go into a bar and just say, "Can I get the champagne of beers? Can I just get a Miller High Life?" You can't get it. I asked for it the other day at this place. I'm like, dude, I got to get it.
They looked at you like you'd lost your mind.
Yeah, like, what are you drinking Miller High Life for? Well, I like it. Because someone always said, oh, this is true. It's the coldest beer because something to do with the glass.
I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I don't know that. I do know that their tagline is the champagne of beer.
Yeah, I said that. Yeah. But I don't know what makes it. I don't know. Something about it. But that Miller High Life place is called what again?
The High Life.
The High Life.
Yeah.
Hey, some of the headlines we've been following, it really has to do with the D-backs and what's going on with them. They fell for the third time last night to the Mets. They will do it again tonight. And one of the biggest challenges we are seeing is this bullpen. But, the headline is, okay, the bullpen is blowing a few saves here. But people got to realize, most of this year, they've been in the tops of the league in stats when it comes to the least amount of hits they've been giving up. So when you look at that, that's pretty impressive.
The stat is impressive,
but it doesn't
It doesn't tell the whole story.
Yeah, the fact that they've allowed the fewest hits in the league since June 25th entering last night's game. So they have been, effective. But it's those extra base hits that get them.
How did the Diamondbacks lose last night? Long ball. Home run, triple in the gap. Long ball, top of the ninth inning, Mets win 2-1.
With the bullpen the way it is, I think it's pretty safe to say, and I know from what I hear from the manager, and I'm a big Torey Lovella fan. I like the guy a lot. Yep. I think he's very transparent, and that's one thing I love about baseball. You always get that press conference every day, and you got some guys and gals that are asking some pretty cool questions, and that really makes some sense. But, he keeps playing this card that he's okay with a bullpen by committee, a closer by committee.
Yes.
And I don't know. I'm sorry. I know he says he doesn't have a Mariano Rivera. Okay, we know that. But there's got to be someone out there, if the price is right, they need that closer where as a staff, as a club, that you're going in the eighth inning with a lead, knowing in the ninth, you're going to bring in that closer, whoever it is, and he is just going to go 1, 2, 3, game over.
Has Goose Gossage still got anything?
Goose or Kent DeColvey. Bring in Kent DeColvey.
That'd be awesome.
But seriously,
I understand.
Don't you think? Most people, you read stories on these teams.
Yes.
Mets closer David Robertson, right?
Yep.
Okay. It's not Diamondbacks closer XYZ. They don't have that.
That is correct. And that is something that we talked about at the very beginning of the show. And that is they need a guy who can shut the freaking door.
Yeah.
And they don't have that. They have guys who pitch, and they have guys who can keep you in the game, but they don't have a guy who can come in and shut that door when it's most needed, and that is the ninth inning.
Andrew Chapin, the sheriff.
Yeah, I know. Hey, look, he pitched fine. There were 2 outs.
I know, and that's what's unfortunate. It happened last week too. They had 2 outs.
If they did
2 strikes.
Yes.
Maybe it's just some bad luck.
And Alvarez hits it over the wall and down the hall, and it goes
3 minutes.
A solo shot, ties it, and then the triple scores the winning run.
So where are these D-backs right now? Okay, they are a game and a half up on the Dodgers.
Yep.
And they're fortunate because the other teams in the division have not had success. The Dodgers 5-5 in the last 10. San Francisco, which are 3 games back, 3-10. The Padres 9 games out. They've won 6 of 10. Now they've won 3 straight, they got fortunate. They happen to face an Angels team that have 3 of their top players, 40% plus of their roster, the salary are hurt.
Yep.
So you look at, the division, of course, the Rockies are just awful. But they've won some games too. But it would have been nice if they could have got through the Mets and had, at least take the series. They got to get back to winning series.
Would you be okay if they win tonight so they're not swept
2 minutes?
The series? I mean, that's a stopgap.
No, they haven't been swept yet this year, have they?
No,
let's not start tonight.
Okay.
No, why would I be happy? No, of course I want them to win. You want to win every game.
Okay.
But it's the fact that the division's not. No one's like taking it and go.
No, nobody is running with it right now.
Is it? Do we have to wait after the All-Star game next
Maybe.
week? In second half of the season, is that when the veterans start really stepping up for the Dodgers and the Padres and then and all these other teams?
Well,
right now, are we playing on house money with these young guys that are just having a lot of fun?
Yes.
And now they're realizing, wow, we lost 3 straight. Well, maybe we're not as good, and maybe the publicity going on Scott Van Pelt when they were in DC, the Nationals a couple weeks ago.
I remember that.
With Zach Gallen and Carroll, and I don't know. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen over the next few weeks.
Where are they right now, Rock?
They're a game and a half up.
They're in first place.
I'll take it all day long. It's better than being 3 games out or 9 games out. No question.
Yeah.
No question at all.
But I understand your point here, but I have a feeling, and after the All-Star break, the Padres are going to go on a run. The Dodgers will figure out a way to go on a run. I'm not so sure yet on the Giants. And the Diamondbacks are going to have to play better than 500 baseball for at least that month after the All-Star break.
Hey, our top story today is brought to you by the Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. Great place to bet on all the games, 6 self-service betting kiosks. You can take advantage of the 3 betting windows, which are open every day from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. They even have 8 screens, 8, that are dedicated just to the betting lines. How cool is that? It's a really cool place. That's the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona, 101 of McKellips. Check it out. We'll be there on Monday. Take the Points will be there on Saturday. That's Casino, Arizona, and the CAZ Sportsbook. We'll come back with Scott Williams. We're going to join. We had him up. He joined us in the first hour. He had some pretty unique things to say. I think we're going to bring that back, and then we'll catch up with Howard Balzer, talk some NFL football. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B and Jax out here at Twin Peaks, Deer Valley.
Hey, it's Jody Ayler. I'm taking a summer vacation with my family, kind of like how the Arizona Cardinals decided to take a vacation from trying to win football games. I'll be back before the Cardinals to preview training camp.
In Glendale on 55th Avenue, just south of Bethany. Home and a fire in the Globe area has closed the 60 north of Globe. I'm Lee Powell, checking the roads.
This report is sponsored by New Vision Auto Glass.
I can.
I
think so.
looking
through a windshield with a crack or chip in it?
Get it replaced with New Vision Auto Glass. Qualifying customers can get up to $250.
Yeah, I can do that.
And a free
Give me just a sec.
Rodizio Grill.
NewVisionAutoglass.com.
480-210-9090.
I don't think so. You ready whenever you are. Think that's good? No problem. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Fit the bill? If so, head on over to allcitytowing.com/careers for more information.
Rock for WrightToyota.com. At Wright Toyota, they'd like you to get to know them. Their goal is to make buying your next vehicle the kind of experience that earns your recommendation to family and friends. They invite you to use all of their innovative web tools on WrightToyota.com. So if you're looking for a new or pre-owned Toyota, head to their interactive website at WrightToyota.com. The right price, the right selection, all at WrightToyota.com.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe, here to tell you the biggest thing I've learned about insurance companies over the years, and it's really simple. They don't care about you. That's it. Insurance companies are publicly traded companies who have an obligation to their shareholders to deliver profits. They have teams of investigators, adjusters, and lawyers all working against you from the moment you call them, and they want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. Hurt in a wreck? Don't be a victim of the insurance companies. Call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday from 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
I'm going out on a limb and guess that you probably give a hoot about your eyes. But you'd rather feather your nest than overpay for eye care, which is why you should fly to America's Best, where a comprehensive eye exam plus 2 pairs of glasses starts at just $79.95. I'm telling you, that's not just a better deal, it's America's Best. Hallie's Alpun's working for you, okay? Buy glasses or book an exam today at americasbest.com.
In certain states, eye exams provided by independent practices. See store for details.
The Diamondbacks hope to avoid their first series sweep of the season as they finish their set with the Mets. Ryan Nelson on the mound. The Suns signing of Eric Gordon became official today. They begin their Las Vegas Summer League session Saturday versus the Bucks. Some major upsets at Wimbledon today as fourth seed Casper Ruud fell to 142nd ranked Liam Brody. Taylor Fritz, the highest seeded American at ninth, lost to unseeded Michael Eamer. I'm Frank Garrity.
This is Clay Travis. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
From the versatile EQB to the sublime EQS sedan, Mercedes-Benz makes electric extraordinary. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. The choice is yours. Learn more. MBUSA.com/EQ.
For sports, more Jody. The Drive with Jody Ayler. Now in mornings, 6 to 10 on Fox Sports 910.
Scott Williams, two-time NCAA champion, of course, the author of the book Through the Fire, a memoir of trauma and loss, basketball and triumph. It's up on our website right now, on our Twitter page and our YouTube page. Check it out. You can get it at Amazon as well. And Scotty joins us now on the Right Toyota guest side. Scotty, Rock and Jimmy B, what's going on this Thursday, buddy? What's happening?
I got all you guys today this Thursday. I'm super excited about what my Phoenix Suns have
That sound all right?
to do. I'll tell you what, when I left town on Saturday morning after what the fury they unleashed in free agency on Friday night, I was thinking that was a solid B+, given the way they were hamstrung with a lack of cash. And then I get a call from Dr. Jay Sports say, hey, I'm at the D-backs game. They go, did you hear the Diamondbacks just signed Eric Gordon? I'm sitting out right field in the first row, and I'm going, oh, my God. I jump up out of my seat. This is a super exciting time to be a Suns fan.
So let me ask you, you said, my Phoenix Suns. I mean, if you're on in Philly or Milwaukee or Denver or Dallas or Cleveland or Chicago, any of the teams that you played for, I got him. Even Idaho Stampede, when you're coaching, is it we? How's that all work? They're three-time NBA champion.
I've made my home in the Valley of the Sun longer than any place I've even lived, even my childhood before I went off to the University of North Carolina from California. So, yes, I do have the right to call them my Phoenix Suns.
All right, you heard Eric Gordon on the comeback there, the rejoin. What does he add to this team?
Depth, leadership. I love the fact that they had three main priorities to try to address during free agency, right? You had length, after getting their butts handed to them by Jokic. And then shooting, lack of shooting was evident throughout the playoffs, especially the long ball, having guys that confidence to come in and stroke it from distance, and then depth, right? So where are you going to go when you need to put a sub in for Devin Booker or Kevin Durant that you can fill up the basket and you're not going to have a lot of drop-off in play? And I think if he doesn't check two of those three boxes, if not all three of those boxes, I believe Eric Gordon's that guy because he obviously has got the experience. Now, listen, I'd love to have him 6 years ago when he was 26 years old instead of 34 years old, 100%. But he's still got the know-how. He can shoot the ball with accuracy from distance, and so he doesn't really have that length that we talked about, but you address that with other players that you filled out in your free agency assignment.
All right, let me follow up then with another player who intrigued me that they signed, and that is Drew Eubanks out of the Portland Trailblazers as a solid backup to DeAndre Ayton. And he is a big, tough guy who can defend, and he can block shots around the rim, and he can score a little bit too, Scott.
Yeah, I like this. That's that length aspect. You go, a guy that was already in, he knows how to play, he's been in the NBA, averaged a tick under 9 points a game, can fill it up, knows how to play a role on a team, rebound the basketball, run the floor, set a pick, roll hard to the basket. Those are the types of things that you're going to need to play alongside already star-studded cast of Booker, Beal, Durant, and throw Ayton in that mix as well.
All right, now let me fire this one at you because this happened early this morning, and that is Bol is available. The son of Manuch Bol, who I happened to call several times.
And Scott played against him.
Yeah, Scott, I know you played against him as well. Legit 7'2", 7'3", can handle the ball. I don't know, however, what the Suns' financial situation is now. Would they have any interest in him or not?
Yeah, because I've been watching this kid since he was in California playing for the Southern Section CIF Championship, and this kid's got length, he's got quickness, he's got an instinct for the game. It's interesting that they given up on him so quickly and let him go in free agency. I think there's a number of teams that'd be happy to bring him in to the fold, and I think the Suns are one of them. They need that kind of length, a guy that can come off. They lost Landau. You know, that's a big signing for Houston. I like his intensity that he had when he's on the floor. He rebounded the basketball well. He set screens. He knew how to roll and drag a guy and a man and a half with him and open up things. If they can get Bull to play it inside, be a roadblock, be turn around the basket, score, get on the offensive glass, they could really use someone that type of length. And he's like one of these 7'2" guys that looks like he's 7'5", if I could just finish my thought on that. They went out and they signed a bunch of 6'8", 6'9" guys in free agency, if you want to talk about Bates Diop and Watanabe, but that's a true 7'2" guy with extremely long length.
Scott, with the Summer League getting underway Friday with the Suns on Saturday against the Bucks, and all these games are televised, which I think is pretty cool on ESPN networks and NBA TV. What do you want to get out of that? What do you want to see out of the Summer League for the Suns?
Yeah, I want to see it. Well, sorry.
I was going to add to that. Is it more about money? The league does this. ESPN, they need content right now. The dog days of summer, or is this pretty meaningful stuff?
Yeah, when I was coming up, we played in a small little hot gym in Loyola Marymount. There were about 50 people in the stands. That most of those were family and friends. So totally different deal now with every game being televised on the flagship leader for sports. This is a big summer for the Suns. Obviously, new coaching staff, new system, new players. So you got draft choices, free agents. I'd like to see a team that can go out there and pick up a system quickly and put it to execution. So the system and the players can get on the same page quickly. Now, granted, you're not going to have your stars out there, so it's going to look a little bit different. But it's important for the coaching staff to be able to communicate with these younger guys what and how they want executed out there on the floor. Veteran guys will pick it up even easier than some of these guys with new text, new terminology, new system, new design, new plays. And if these free agents and these younger players can pick this type of thing up, then it'll be a seamless transition to where the veterans get put into the fold as well. So that's what I'm looking for. If you see a lot of, we're going to see some turnovers, but if you see a tremendous amount of turnovers, you're approaching 18, 22 turnovers a game, it means the guys aren't picking up the system, or you just got a bunch of guys that don't know how to play.
Scott, staying with the Summer League, Victor Wembanyama makes his debut tomorrow night. It is already sold out to watch this kid play. I'm sure that you've taken a look at him on video. What do you see from this guy?
Well, I'm excited to see him play, too. I won't be at the game tomorrow for his debut, but I am headed out there on Saturday. Retired Players Association has some meetings going on. I'm going to make it my mission to go over and check this guy out. 7'4", 4.5, 5, whatever you want to call him. Super long wingspan, ability to do the things on a basketball floor at his size that I didn't think was possible for big in this game. Stroke it from the outside, put it on the floor. He's got speed to get by defenders. He's got the spin moves. He's got great body balance. And he's got a nice soft touch. Shoots it pretty good. So those are the types of qualities. Is he going to be a revolutionary, game-changing type player? It's yet to be determined. Whether or not that skinny frame can hold up to the rigors of the NBA over 82 games plus preseason plus postseason year after year. But I'm interested to find out if this experiment for the Spurs is going to work. Spurs, that's a big signing for them. It could change the landscape in the Western Conference. What Houston has gone out and done with Van Vliet and a number of the Landau, a number of the other signings that they've been able to get. Lakers picking up some stuff. It's been an interesting off season for the Western Conference, and now I hear Damian Lillard is looking to get out of his spot in Portland. And if he comes to a different team in the West that's a contender, that could be more damage and harder for the Suns to try to break through and get that first championship. So hopefully he gets shipped out fact, I'm here in Miami is probably the landing spot for him.
All right, let me follow up then with this because the NBA came out with a couple of rule changes. One of them is the flopping rule. Now, look, I've called a lot of NBA games on TV, including some of yours when you were with the Bulls. But I tried to think back if I ever saw you flop. Were you a flopper? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
You know what? The answer to that is hell no. I've been the one championing the flopping as a bad thing for the NBA basketball for a long time, even during my playing days, going back to the Milwaukee Bucks some 20 plus years ago. I flopped once in my life, and I'm not sorry for it. It was Shaquille O'Neal. He was killing me out there on the basketball court, and it got him his third foul in the first half, and I was able to keep all my teeth in my mouth and eat my steak dinner later that night. So I'm not going to ever take that one, too seriously. But that, Phil Jackson and I had a laugh at that one after the game.
Oh, I love it. Scott, safe travels as always. Thanks for some time, man. We appreciate it. Hope you're having a great summer.
I appreciate you guys too. If you had a great fourth, and stay safe.
That's Scott Williams joining us, 3-time NBA champion. Again, you got to check out his book. He's having a lot of success, bestseller already. Through the Fire, a memoir of trauma and loss, basketball and triumph. Amazon, it's everywhere you can buy. You buy books, so check it out. Really cool. And we're still waiting for our signed copies. We have not gotten them yet.
No, we have not.
When we did the deal out of Casino Arizona Sportsbook, his books were just getting done. He didn't have any copies yet to give us, so we're due. So we'll have him in and get that taken care of. Appreciate Scott Williams. Coming up, we're going to catch up with Howard Balzer. We'll talk some NFL football, specifically Arizona Cardinals, the latest with them. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B from Twin Peaks in Deer Valley here on Fox Sports 910.
What's trending on Fox Sports 910?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We are moving on from yesterday's loss to prepare for tomorrow's tilt against the Minnesota Lynx. Diana Taurasi will be out for the contest for a rest. Logan Cooley, the Coyotes' number 3 pick from the 2022 NHL Draft, is throwing out the first pitch for tonight's Diamondbacks-Mets series finale. Eric Gordon, now an official member of the Suns following last weekend's announcement of the two sides agreeing on a 2-year deal, including a player option. ASU hockey made a big step in their evolution with yesterday's announcement of joining the National Collegiate Hockey Conference starting in the 24-25 season. I'm Frank Arity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
This is the My Guy Referrals Weather Center. Visit myguy.com for 5-star local referrals. Make My Guy your guy.
Tonight, look for clear skies with those temperatures dipping down into those mid-80s. We'll continue to see some breezy conditions through your Friday as well, with temperatures right around 110 with plenty of sun. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Ty Brennan.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's Late Night, open until midnight or later. Wendy's is open until midnight or later, which means all your favorite menu items are up later too. The Baconator still tastes just as juicy and bacony at night. So listen to that craving and turn in for the night at a Wendy's drive-thru. Hours may vary at participating U.S. Wendy's.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, your favorite drafts are poured at a frosty 29 degrees, and rare barrel-aged whiskeys are served just the way you want them. It's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Twin Peaks is always adding exciting cocktails to the menu, like the expertly balanced Sincoro Hall of Fame Margarita. Try it at your local lounge today.
Arizona's headquarters for Toyotas is Right Toyota. Hey, Rock, for my friends at Right Toyota in Scottsdale. You will always find the right deal at Right Toyota. Right Toyota has been driving Arizona's home for years with their amazing service, pricing, and great selections. I encourage you to discover the difference at Right Toyota. Make the right choice, Right Toyota, just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, and always online at righttoyota.com. The right price, the right selection. Check out righttoyota.com.
Tune in Mondays from 1 to 4 as Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B broadcasts live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is sports fans' paradise. That's the guys, live every Monday from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
You looking for a change in your career path or just looking to get back into the employment market again? Look no further. All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings are in the areas of customer service, tow truck operators, yard management,
facilities maintenance, and dispatch. If you're looking for a challenging yet rewarding opportunity, a great benefits program including 401k program with a generous company match, and a company that is a leader in the industry, apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call All City's HR department at 480-833-7278. All City Towing is Arizona's largest towing transport vehicle storage provider, locally owned and invested within the communities they service. If you enjoy helping others by providing great customer service, working as a team, and possess great communication skills, All City is for you. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278. That's allcitytowing.com.
Hey Arizona, do you know that the Chevy Silverado is the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup? When you're shopping for a new or certified used vehicle, you need to go visit your Valley Chevy dealers today. There are 13 dealers in the Valley offering the best deals and offers on trucks, crossovers, SUVs, and cars. When you have the Silverado, the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup, you owe it to yourself to check it out. The summer sales adventure going on now at your Valley Chevy dealers. See your Valley Chevy dealers today or visit valleychevy.com.
Whether it's beer and wings with the guys or a steak,
I got a hold of Howard.
Special someone, Tavern Grill Scottsdale is the place to be. Tavern Grill is now the home of Huss Brewing Company's Roc and Manuch Lager. Tavern Grill Scottsdale at 8880 East Via Linda.
With the Autio app riding shotgun, every road trip is an adventure.
Autio is my traveling companion. It's educational, entertaining, funny. It makes the drive come to life.
The Autio app automatically plays you stories about the natural wonders, local legends, and fascinating histories outside your car window, with over 10,000 unique stories from coast to coast.
I've learned more about my hometown from the Autio app than I did growing up here.
Autio, the perfect companion for your next road trip. Learn more at autio.com.
Wireless headphones. That'll be $200.
I'll use my Capital One Quicksilver card.
Now that's a hit. You used the Capital One Quicksilver card, which makes you the hero of every purchase. With Quicksilver, you earn unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere.
I wanted running music, but unlimited 1.5% cash back is pretty heroic.
Good instincts. Every hero needs a theme song. The Capital One Quicksilver card. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com for details.
From the versatile EQB to the sublime EQS sedan, Mercedes-Benz makes electric extraordinary. The vehicle's all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes.
Coming back
is yours.
in
Learn
5.
more. MBUSA.com/EQ.
He's been covering the National Football League for 48 years. He currently works as
You guys are hot.
Arizona Cardinals lead writer for GoPHNX.com. A longtime Hall of Fame voter, Howard Balzer, now on Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B on Fox Sports 910.
Hey, Howard, you got any words left? Should I leave it at that? I'm not going to go farther with that, but you know what I'm talking about.
I've always got words. You know that. You know that.
I was just going to say, you have to remember I worked with him for a long time.
I know. I want to get right into it, though, Howard. The most recent story you posted on GoPHNX, and does the Cardinals safety Buda Baker's desire for new contract hinge on what's fair? Thought that was interesting headline. And have you gotten some any feedback on this story? How's that gone so far in the day that's been up?
I know there's been people who have looked at it and read it. I haven't seen anything specific. I did, have one person who responded and said, "Hey, he signed this contract, that he should just be able to, to go with it." And I said, but the reality is that these days in the NFL, there are teams that extend, players' contracts, and I think that's what he's essentially, looking for here. And I think it's a commitment from the team, to say, yes, we want you to be a part of this rebuild, reboot, retool, whatever you want to call it, and we want it to be beyond, next season, beyond 2024. And I think that's essentially what he's looking for. Obviously, money is a part of it, and, that's what it comes down to. But, I use the word fair because his agent used that in conversations, in a conversation with Mike Garafolo from NFL Media, and said he just wants what's fair in a contract. Well, what does fair mean? I mean, his contract right now is relatively close to a bunch of other safeties in the NFL. And so I think whenever you're negotiating, it comes down to what,
both sides agree is what it should be. And so that's where it is. And we're only a little less than 3 weeks away from training camp. And so it'll be very interesting to see if something gets done and, put this behind them by the time camp opens.
And 66 days till the season opener. So it's here in 2 months. To the one response you got, I can understand where people are saying, hey, he's got 2 years remaining on his contract. And you see this so much these days. And I'm just wondering, would it make sense? All right, just get through this year and prove yourself once again. Or really doesn't need to prove himself anymore. He's a superstar. But would it make more sense if it is 1 year out, not 2?
Yeah, you can make the argument that would make more sense. And one of the aspects is that neither of these 2 years is guaranteed. Although this year becomes guaranteed when he's on the opening day roster. But I think it's my personal belief is what precipitated this when the story started coming forward is he's watching what the team is doing, during free agency with the coaching staff. It's one thing to change the staff. It's another thing that to bring in a lot of young people, and you could obviously see that this is truly a build. And so I think he's looking at am I really a part of this? Do they want me to be truly a part of this? And so I think that's where you say, okay, extend it. You can make the argument that you could do it next year instead of this year, but why not? Why not just get it done? I don't think there's anything negative about doing it that year earlier. Other contracts in the league, that's happened when players have had 2 years remaining. And so, the one thing I hear a lot is that, Monty, and this is something that Monty Ossenfort, the general manager, hasn't said, but it's believed that, he doesn't want to set a precedent, by renegotiating a guy with 2 years, with 2 years remaining. Well, my point to that is, who else are you going to, do it? It's not like there's going to be a long line at his door with players on this roster that are going to be looking for that. And to me, it's a positive message to send to all these young guys they have that, hey, you do what's expected of you, and we will take care of you, at some point. I was looking at one thing today, guys, and in 2025, which is only, I guess you can argue it's 3 seasons, but
3 minutes,
only 2 years away. The only, quote, veteran contract guys they have under contract are DJ Humphries, Kyler Murray, and Jalen Thompson. That's it. Under contract in 2025. Everybody else, there's a bunch of other guys, but everybody else have been the draft picks from the last 2 or 3 seasons. And the 28 guys that are under contract, 10 of them are rookie free agents this year because they signed 3-year contracts. But we also know that all 10 of them aren't going to be on this team in 2025, and most of them probably won't even be on the team this year.
Howard, let me jump in.
It's a wide open book for the future, and I think that's one of the things that Buda Baker's looking at.
Okay, so does he use this then? Still trying to force a trade? I
guess that depends. I guess in terms of what the Cardinals choose to do and what Ossenfort and the contract negotiators choose to do going forward. I don't think he truly wants to be traded. I think he has some loyalty to the organization. One other point is that I'm fairly certain I'm right on this. His sister, who lives with him, is going to Arizona State. That was featured on Hard Knocks last year, where she was, looking at different colleges, and she chose Arizona State. And I believe that she will be a freshman next year. Maybe it's this year, but I think it'll be next year. And so, I think my own personal belief is he wants to be here, but he doesn't want to be in a position to go through what's probably going to be a difficult season this year. Who knows what next year will look like, and then perhaps move on at that point when things are looking up and not of his own choice. So I think he would like to see that commitment from the front office that has said how important he is to have in this locker room and on this football team.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Get some rest. All right, Howard, get some rest. It's
need a throat lozenge?
Yeah, you need some lozenges. Yeah. So good stuff, buddy. Appreciate it. Thanks for squeezing us in, doing double duty, man. We appreciate it.
No problem, guys. Take care.
That's Howard Balzer joining us. Appreciate him. Go PHNX. He's got a nice story up there, as we talked about with Buda Baker. So check that out when you have some time.
He is a terrific writer. He's been doing it for
40+ years.
Yes.
H-Balzer721, by the way, is his Twitter handle. Check that out.
He is a terrific writer, and he has great contacts, and his stories are generally packed with really good information.
And he actually is a writer that has quotes. Imagine that.
Yeah.
No one does happy hour better than where we're at right now, and that's Twin Peaks. And whatever your preference, they have it all. Tequila cocktails. They have an extensive bourbon category with top shelf spirits and cocktails served over the ice balls, which a lot of people like. They got the local craft beer brews and handcrafted whiskey cocktails, which round out this incredible drink menu, which is second to none. And, of course, you never can forget about the 29-degree man-sized drafts, which are now Coors Light on sale right now. So bar is filling up, both bars actually, here at the Twin Peaks at Deer Valley. Well, coming up, it is a Throwback Thursday, and we're going to have some fun with a prank that was made popular probably 20 years ago.
Okay.
And it's called the Bad Day Office Prank, where a guy calls another guy's wife and tells his wife that he has been cheating on his wife at the office, and her response is priceless. That's next for our Learn in a Row One Call Throwback Thursday on Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. Fox Sports 910.
With Colin Cowherd.
This is a really pivotal year for Bill Belichick. And maybe we should all just take a step back and go, what really is he without Tom Brady? He doesn't get along with his quarterback. He just made a defensive coordinator an offensive coordinator, a silly move that's tone deaf to offense. What is he without Tom Brady?
This is The Herd. Tomorrow at 10. Listen to Fox Sports 910 anywhere on our free iHeartRadio app. Valley traffic from the Valley Toyota Dealers Traffic Center.
I-17 southbound near Dixoletta Drive, we have a vehicle fire blocking the right lane. Also an accident off right, 17 southbound near the I-10 stack. We also have an accident. This is Litchfield Road at Wigwam Boulevard. Use Dysart or Camelback. That's a check of traffic.
This report is sponsored by Scandinavian Designs. Shop the July 4th savings event at Scandinavian Designs Furniture. Save on hundreds of new clearance markdowns for every room, and for a limited time, save an additional 10% on as-is furniture in store. Plus, save when you shop the outdoor sale. Shop the Phoenix, Glendale, or Mesa locations, or shop online at ScandinavianDesigns.com.
Golfers, swing into Van's Golf Shops. We've been serving golfers since 1963. Let us help you find the hottest gear from bags, balls, shoes, and apparel. All in stock at the best prices. Come in and test drive the latest arrivals from Titleist, TaylorMade, Callaway, Ping, and more. While you're there, get custom.
So I'm doing the What's on Tap open, right?
Home of the 90-day satisfaction guarantee. Shop us in store or online at vansgolfshops.com.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch? Every day, from lunch to late night. Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen.
So I have both the Learn and Roll Call of the Day and the What's on Tap intro, right?
Official tequila of game day.
Tune in Mondays from 1 to 4 as Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B broadcasts live from the CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona. The Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona is sports fans' paradise. That's the guys live every Monday from CAZ Sportsbook in Casino, Arizona.
Hey, Arizona, do you know that the Chevy Silverado is the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup? When you're shopping for a new or certified used vehicle, you need to go visit your Valley Chevy dealers today. There are 13 dealers in the Valley offering the best deals and offers on trucks, crossovers, SUVs, and cars. When you have the Silverado, the #1 best-selling retail full-size light-duty pickup, you owe it to yourself to check it out. The summer sales adventure going on now at your Valley Chevy dealers. See your Valley Chevy dealers today or visit valleychevy.com.
Jenny!
Hey, Jenny!
Jenny, come on in! Steve!
Hey, Steve!
Steve, how you doing?
Okay. So I have the Learner and Row one call, that's all. And then I also have the What's on Tap open.
Off-track betting, incredible food, and friendly faces. The best daily specials in Scottsdale. Arena Sports Grill, 62nd Street in Bell. We know you.
Marketers Report.
I have the Throwback Thursday Bad Day Office prank.
Head of Marketing at State Farm.
iHeart has such a broad broadcast reach that is local, and for us to be able to touch customers with a local feel but at a national scale is so efficient and important for us.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to the audiences, trusted influencers, and data you need to grow. If you're a marketer, go to iHeartResults.com.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
So am I doing the Learner and Row intro?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just
You want me to have the What's on Tap there too as well?
In Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com.
Gotcha. Heard.
That's BABBEL.com.
Thank you.
The Learner and Row. One call, that's all. Call of the day. If you're looking for a full-service law firm, just make one call.
You guys are hot.
602-977-1900. Learner and Row, voted Arizona's best law firm.
Need a wreck, need a check, make one call, that's all. You know the number, 602-977-1900, and always at learnerandrow.com. All right, so it's a Throwback Thursday, and we're going to play the Bad Day Office prank.
It's great.
It's priceless.
Yeah.
You got to listen all the way to the end.
Yep.
Because that's where it gets really good. And this is probably 20 years old.
Yeah.
At least 20 years old. And I can't tell you what radio station did it or who put the prank. It's been that long, I couldn't find it. It was in my archives of Throwback Thursdays.
Of pranks.
Which is, it is, yeah.
It's true.
And so here it is, this will be our one call, that's all.
Boss?
Oh, hi. How are you?
How are you today?
Fine.
Are you sitting down?
Yes.
I'm afraid I have some bad news for you.
What do you mean bad news?
I understand that Bob's been with us for almost 20 years now, and
Bob's okay, isn't he?
Bob's fine. A little upset, but fine. He's been a good worker for us. He's made all his quotas. His bonuses have always been in line. But we're going to have to let him go. And
what do you mean?
We're going to have to fire him. And unfortunately, being the boss, sometimes you have to do things that you're not very pleased doing.
Wait, that's not very fair. He's been very loyal to you.
Yes, he has.
That's like a slap in the face.
I can imagine you feeling that way, absolutely. But
Feeling that way? You don't understand. We just had a baby.
yes, I do understand.
We have bills up the yin-yang.
Understood.
This is a very hard time to do this kind of a thing.
I fully agree with you, but there's something has happened down here at the office that we can't overlook. It's an image problem and a problem that you might want to address yourself. I don't know quite how to tell you though.
Why are you firing him?
Well,
what specific reason? What did he do?
It's a little delicate. Unfortunately, we found him on top of his desk making love to his secretary.
Oh, that son of a bitch!
Well, I can understand you're being upset at this point, but
Upset is not the word. That stupid, rotten son of a bitch. I can't believe this.
well, he's going to need your support through this.
Support my
All right, right now he's on his way home to you, and he's
on his way home to me.
Yes.
He's got another thing coming when he gets home. I'm going to change the locks on the door. I'm throwing his shit outside on the front lawn. He can just have it all. I'm not even going to be here when he gets back. That son of a bitch. And now I don't feel so bad about his brother.
There you have it. There's your Throwback Thursday Bad Day Office prank. Priceless. Priceless. Good stuff. Here's what's on tap, which is brought to you by the Roc and Manuch Lager, which can be found at the Tavern Grill in Scottsdale, Arena Sports Grill, Upper Crust in Cave Creek in the 101, and in the CAZ Sports Bar in Casino, Arizona. We're still working on Twin Peaks. We're getting close. Yep. I know it's coming. We're getting close. All 5 locations, so we'll keep it going as we thank our friends at Huss Brewing for making the Roc and Manuch Lager available to you all. You got Diamondbacks and Mets tonight on Valley Sports. That will start at 6:40. Also, there's a new 4-part profile of 3-time Olympic gold medalist Shaun White, which explores his childhood struggles. He had a heart condition and some of the sacrifices of his unconventional parents and the exploits that went on at the Olympics. It's on Max. It's called Shaun White, The Last Run, and that will premiere tonight. So there you have it. That's what's on tap. Courtesy of the Roc and Manuch Lager.
Shaun White is a great story. I've had the pleasure to interview him a couple times as he was preparing for the Olympics. Look, they didn't call him the Flying Tomato for nothing.
Yeah,
with his
hell of an athlete.
with a great athlete with his red hair, and he was sensational at what he accomplished. But the dude did lead, and I'm not going to get into it. I'll let people watch the documentary. A little bit of a different life.
Yeah. I'll go watch it.
Growing up.
There's so many great documentaries coming out. Anxious to see the Netflix one on Jerry Jones, which was announced today. That they're giving him $50 million to do it. That's going to be a 10-parter. So,
Rock, if somebody was going to do one on you, what would the fee be? 28 cents?
Yeah, maybe a buck.
Buck?
Yeah, maybe a buck. Or let me sign some waivers.
2 minutes?
Yeah. Hey, real quick, the Big 12, as we know, officially expanded to 14 teams for the 23-24 academic year. And its preference is to keep the number even after Texas and Oklahoma left the SEC. So this past Saturday, it was official. BYU, Cincinnati, Houston, UCF, all formally were joined. And the commissioner has said, I'd like to stay at 14, even with the departures of Texas and Oklahoma. He said candidly. He says, we'll see if that's a possibility or not. So maybe it'll be called the Big 14. I don't know. That'll be weird. But Colorado has been the most talked about school regarding Big 12 expansion. There's been some talk of possibly Arizona State, just taking those two and bringing them over, which I think would be a great move. Beyond the Big 12 moves, the AAC added Charlotte, Florida Atlantic, North Texas, Rice, UAB, and University of Texas at San Antonio. Conference USA, they brought in Liberty, New Mexico State, Sam Houston, Jacksonville State, while the Sun Belt, they now got Marshall, Old Dominion, Southern Miss, and James Madison. So a lot of moves. It's going to be hard to keep track as the football season. It'll be here in less than, I'd say it's like 50 days or so.
Something like that. You're going to need a program just to keep track of which teams play in which conference.
Nuts. Hey, I want to thank Twin Peaks for joining us. If you missed our interview with Lauren, who is the Miss Twin Peaks 2023 swimsuit winner, she is up on our website, on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. She's pretty sharp. I think she's going to do big things.
I think she's going to do
so
well.
Check that out. And then tomorrow we'll be out at Wright Toyota. So hope you'll come out and join us. Manuch is on vacation.
And
so
this is great.
We're having so much fun.
Yeah, we are.
It is. I mean, Jax is smiling. Connor, great job today. And we'll do it again tomorrow. And thanks again for Twin Peaks for having us.